They do, but it's like you're probably not gonna get caught.
Or if you mix them like half fake,
No.
half regular, you know. So.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, and it's live.
He says like it's not. Don't do fake hundreds, fake 20s.
Fake hundreds.
Yeah. People who use fake hundreds though are just using them to like sell them off to other people.
Yeah, just to
Yeah.
trade them almost.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm glad I don't have to deal with looking at fake dollar bills or anything like that.
I had a guy give me a fake and I took it at work. I knew it was just a fake too. I was being a bitch.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know. He was like an old guy, but he had like the teardrop tattoo.
Oh yeah.
Oh, shit.
And it's like I don't want to piss him off.
Yeah, that's intimidating.
It was a bad fake though. Actually, do you want to see how
Yeah.
bad it was?
Oh, you
Give
got
me
it?
You have a
second.
picture? Or?
I took a picture.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I was like,
No, I kept it. No. My boss didn't get mad at
oh,
me.
yo,
but
here's your guys' hard
Alright.
drives and stuff.
Oh, tell you, how's the footage coming along, or
The
how's
footage, I
the,
mean,
Alright.
I haven't started editing
Can you
it
tell
yet,
which one
but the
it
footage
is?
looks good.
Oh man.
yeah, it's. Can
Can
you
you see?
tell which one it is?
Oh, God.
Yeah. It didn't even.
Did it feel different? or-
Yes, it felt like paper. It felt like this. It
Wow.
felt like thinner than that.
Oh, and Elijah, your SD card is in there as well.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, so this is Screen Tongue 9.
Yeah.
Right, 9, 9. Did you guys watch anything this week besides
Yeah.
Yeah.
besides
Fuck.
So we watched Stalker together.
Yeah, we watched
kind of.
Stalker.
Kind of.
I remember getting really excited at this one, the dog part, but then it's not just the sequence with the dog running across the water, but then it's the cut to the guy just laying there, and it just set me off. I was like, oh shit.
And then that's the one that's like filmed in sepia.
yeah.
It's like a memory or something.
So, the dream sequence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching Stalker.
It's fun. I don't
Really
like
good.
the visuals are just so cool in it.
Yeah, the trailer looked fucking phenomenal. Like,
The-
all the
yeah.
shots, every shot in the trailer was, like, great.
It's just images that like instantly are burned in your mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they all look great.
The story isn't anything like, I don't know. It's pretty smart, but it's not like a Quentin Tarantino. Everything ties together.
It's
type
more
thing.
of how it's told and what's
Yeah.
being told.
Right,
you know what I'm
right,
saying?
yeah, that makes
It's like
sense.
philosophical.
That's what I was expecting.
Oh, I rewatched. Oh, well. Last time, I already told you guys, but for the podcast, I watched. We're talking about one Korean film, but I watched another Korean film that deserves to be known out there. It's called Save the Green Planet from 2003.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about that.
I rewatched it again on what was it, Wednesday with my friends. It was a very good time, but it's a great movie, and it's one of those movies where, like, you know, as filmmakers, sometimes at least I have the urge to just jam as much movie as I can, you know, into have whatever I'm making, and this movie does that to the nth degree. But the crazy thing is about it is not just how much is stuffed in there, but that it still works. You know what I'm saying? Like the scenes
How long is the movie?
under 2 hours.
Okay,
So
that's
it's like-
that's impressive.
It's
then.
an hour
yeah.
and 58 minutes, and like a lot of shit it goes down in that fucking movie. But not just that, but just even stylistically too. It's the director's first feature, and he's only made 3 movies, but he made that movie and then he made like 2 more like 10 years after that. But
Jesus.
this one really feels like he's holding all this in, and it's all out there in terms of style.
Okay.
There's like all sorts of just animation, and then just even these montages
Oh,
he has in
shit,
there
dude.
too are great. And
That sounds really tight.
It flows pretty
actually.
well.
That sounds really cool.
I think I would say it does in terms of the progression of the story. Some things do feel like comes out of nowhere, but I think it works for what he's trying to
Okay.
do. And then there are just some great visual gags in there too. Like, I don't want to give any away, but there's
Yeah, don't. I want to
there's,
see this one blind.
there's some it's very funny. It's very
Like
funny. It's like
Slapstick kind of.
yeah, like
Okay.
it's slapstick, but then also like dark in its execution of the premise in terms of like, okay, it's gonna get violent right here, shit, okay, and shit like that, and just the aesthetic too of certain sets is pretty cool, and I also love the music too, and
Okay.
the thing is, like, you know, with like a lot of Korean films, especially of that, like, you know, the Korean New Wave, like the late 90s and early 2000s, a lot of those movies, they do feel like almost like a rainbow genre, right? Like it's like this is like the romantic part, and then this is like the action part, and then this is the horror part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so like it has that sort of thing. That's what I mean by like I guess in terms of how it flows.
Okay.
Because like for me, if there was one thing I would say is on the negative side is like some parts might feel a little bit
Like not fleshed out. Or
too
something.
sappy, you know?
Okay.
But it's just it still works though in terms of the overall premise, because it very does much feel like a satire too of like just like conspiracies of the time. And I think I said this last time too, but like there's just something, especially in Asian cinema, in like the early 2000s and late 90s of their fascination with like the internet and like how, like,
I agree.
like there's this like mysterious thing that gives all this information, but like we don't really know how it works. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it kind of has that kind of edge to
All right,
it too.
I'm really curious about.
But
I'm really
I like the
gonna
title.
Check that one out.
Yeah.
It's on. Is it on Criterion?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
it's leaving at the end of March though, so
Oh
check
shit!
it out
okay.
soon.
Yeah.
And then I just love the actual opening
Image.
credits.
Okay.
I like the song they use and everything too. It's fun, and it feels like it's just great. It's something that I'm probably gonna steal. You know what
It's
I'm saying?
Korean.
Yeah, Korean
Okay.
film.
I need to see more Korean movies.
His name's like June.
Are his other movies good?
I don't know. I haven't seen them, and from what I've read and heard, they don't feel like they're made by the same guy who made this movie in terms
okay.
of just like stylistically, but they're not bad. They're just not.
They're not the same.
Yeah.
Is he
know?
like an
Really
action
interesting.
movie guy then, kind of?
Nah, because he made like one action movie and the other one's kind of like a historical dramas type of thing.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I
But-
saw like the cover or the poster for Save the Green Planet. And it seems
The
very out there.
I don't like the
kinda.
IMDb one. Like that one.
It seems very ridiculous.
Yeah, that one. But like if you look at the Letterboxd one,
It's pretty good.
I'll pull it up.
Yeah,
I
I'll
like it looks way cooler, I think.
Save the Green Planet.
Oops. Okay, that looks a lot better.
Yeah, like if you want to see this.
Yes. Whoa.
Let me
I like the font.
Yeah.
The font's pretty cool.
And apparently, it was announced like a year or two ago, but I don't know if it's been greenlit, but at least it has producers on for an American remake.
Oh.
Ari Aster is
Ooh.
not directing, but at least he's
Producing?
executive
Oh,
producing. And he's the
okay.
one heading the project.
Oh,
so
that'll be
That'll
interesting.
be cool. I
So-
like Ari Aster.
looking forward to that as well. What else did I watch?
I saw Jesus Camp.
Oh,
I
yeah.
told you guys about it on the other day.
Yeah.
I'd recommend it. Interesting documentary. It's one of
Okay.
those ones that like it glues you to the screen. You want to keep watching it. They definitely picked like crazy people to. It's one of those documentaries that doesn't like.
Share the premise real quick.
It's about basically like these evangelical Christians. It's a documentary about this camp they hold for little kids, and this is like in 2006.
Yeah.
And it was around, I guess there was a time they were looking for a Supreme Court nomination. So it was basically evangelical Christians wanted like this really conservative Supreme Court nomination. And that's like the backdrop for it. What I really like about the movie though is there's no like interviews from like the crew. So they're literally just interviewing just like the subjects. It's kind of like I saw the other day, All Gas No Brakes. Have you heard of?
Oh yeah, that guy's awesome, dude.
Yeah, he doesn't like ask the people, or he doesn't like voice his opinion or anything. He just lets the people talk.
Yeah, that's why
That's
I like
like
him.
the
yeah.
style.
That guy's
Like
awesome.
it lets the people be stupid for themselves, you know.
Dude, apparently he just lost his show or something.
Yeah, a
You
friend
see
of
that?
mine,
Yeah.
friend was telling me about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure he'll do something else that's pretty cool.
I'd recommend it though. There's some crazy stuff in there. Yeah. And then I saw Fear and Loathing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of
You want to talk
fun.
about that a little?
Yeah,
just
if you
a tiny
want.
bit?
I really love the opening scene. Like I think the opening scene like makes the movie for me kind of.
It's a really good opening.
I could
yeah.
watch. I really like the desert. Maybe that's why. But I feel like there's a lot of Dutch angles in the first. There's like really stylistic directing in the first maybe like 10 minutes or so. And I just love like the first line of the movie, like just black screen and just voiceover like, how's he say it?
We were halfway through Barstow when
You have to say like Hunter S. Thompson though.
Oh fuck! Is that the line that we were halfway through Barstow?
Yeah,
before
yeah.
the drugs began to. We were halfway through Fuck, I guess. We were halfway through Barstow when the drugs began to take hold.
We were halfway through Barstow when the drugs began.
There you go, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, you should do it.
And
You
then
should practice that more.
it just
You're a
speeds
little
off.
bit better than me. At
Hunter
it.
S. Thompson, yeah.
It's actually easier to do his voice when you're high.
I imagine. Yeah.
It is actually it's like a little bit.
And then wasn't Alex Cox originally supposed to
Yeah.
direct
I
it?
think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like pretty butthurt about it, right? Because like they kind of
I
just
wouldn't-
kicked
I
him
I
out.
wouldn't
didn't read all the
surprised.
trivia about it, but apparently, like Terry Gilliam and the guy he wrote it with, they made like this short clip for the movie where they were saying like we are the real authors of this film type of thing.
Oh yeah.
But they had to put Alex Cox and whoever Alex Cox wrote it with on there too.
For the writers or like
It was like
producers too.
it was basically like Terry Gilliam rewrote it, but it didn't deviate enough from Alex Cox's script that they still had to put the Alex Cox.
Well, like
shred
they
on.
probably
okay,
it was
yeah.
probably greenlit under Alex Cox, so they have to
Yeah.
credit him anyways.
Yeah.
And then
So it was a whole fiasco, but no, that movie's really fun.
Yeah, it's a really
Um,
fun movie.
Toby Maguire's great in it. Toby,
Yeah.
he's actually kind of creepy looking with the long hair.
Oh yeah, man. When we saw him, and I think I already told you this like so many times, but when we saw
Yeah.
him on the screen, dude, we flipped our shit. It was such a shock, dude.
His hair reminds me of. I don't think you've seen it, but have you seen House of a Thousand Corpses?
the Rob Zombie movie.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but I want
Okay,
to.
there's a character in there who like his look reminds me of. I think I want to like recommend it for the podcast
It's
around
on
Halloween.
my watch list. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard it makes things, but some people really like it, and then
Yeah, I don't know. It's like critics really hated it, but I can see how like I guess normal people like it.
Yeah,
It's
like a
fun.
cult
I like
following.
it. Yeah, it grows on me every time I watch it.
Oh,
But,
nice.
yeah, all the drugs they take. I really wish in the scene. So I'd kind of seen the White Rabbit scene.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
spoilers, I guess.
Yeah, spoilers for Fear and Loathing.
I thought he was gonna throw the toaster in there. So I'm like
No.
I'm waiting for this to happen, and then he doesn't do it, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
You would have died, bro.
I know, but it's like I thought like that was a thing. Like he threw the toaster in there and he still survived. And either way,
Well, I mean,
no,
it-
that's
it-
really cool.
Yeah.
I guess he was on acid in that scene too.
yeah.
Probably.
Dr. Gonzo.
Yeah, Dr. Gonzo.
Benicio del Toro is awesome in that.
Oh,
movie.
he steals the show. in
Benicio
a
del
few
Toro's
scenes.
great. I
He's
love him as
just
an actor.
crazy. He's got that beer gut, and like
Yeah.
even though like every scene he's kind of crazy high, he does have some range in there. Like that scene at the end where they're in the diner with the woman. He's like genuinely disturbing in that.
Yeah.
Like he turns into an asshole. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That scene like kind of like it scared me a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I guess I could kind of see it. I don't know, like working in like at my store, like if there's only two people there, and one person takes the break, you're the only one up there, and then if like someone comes in there, we can't really like stop shoplifters.
Yeah.
Maybe it's easier for me to like connect with that person, but like you're the only one working there, and then this guy's there just like purposely being an asshole and trying to scare you.
Yeah. Man.
I don't know.
That's people. It's,
Yeah.
It's human beings.
No, that movie's really fun though. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd need to. Dude, Mikey and I want to watch it again. So
Yeah,
bad. It's been like over a year now.
Let me know when you do.
Yeah, I would
Adrenochrome.
probably get really fucked up and watch it.
Yeah.
You kind of have to.
Take some adrenochrome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's go kill a little kid and drain his blood.
I thought adrenochrome was real.
I thought it was. All right. So there's a lot of people who are convinced it's real. I haven't done the research on it, but
Until you told me otherwise, I thought it was real.
yeah.
Yeah. You told me, so I'm like, oh, okay. Like, and then I'm like reading shit about it, and then it's all this Pizzagate stuff.
Yeah, the pizza. It's all like it's all.
Yeah. If there's no actual evidence of it, then it's probably not real.
I think I texted you this, but like when they screened the movie, this kid came up to Terry Gilliam and he's like, wow, you guys really nailed adrenochrome. And like he didn't have the guts to tell him like adrenochrome isn't real.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that makes me think like, can you get like a certain high off like an EpiPen then, like just like the adrenaline, like epinephrine rush from that, or
probably. I mean, it's probably a different kind of high. It's not.
That could be a movie, just people who get high off of. It'd be like that paint huffing thing you showed me.
Oh yeah. Like people just get high off of like just random drugs.
Yeah.
Just trying. It's like I'm the trying drugs guy.
Yeah.
Just goes around getting
random
high on
drugs.
different stuff. It's like, can you get high off of this?
What's your favorite scene from
Fear and Loathing?
If you have one.
Shit. There's a lot, man. There's some good scenes.
They go to the drug convention.
The drug convention's
That's
pretty
fun.
good. Oh man. The one scene where they're checking the hotel and he goes up to the lady and like her face turns into an eel. That shit tripped me out.
Oh. Then they all turn into lizards and shit.
Yeah, that part's good too.
See, like when her face is morphing, that like felt very genuine.
Accurate.
Yeah, exactly.
I like the one line Benicio del Toro has. He's
Okay.
like, "Did you see what God just did to us, man?" I love that line.
What part is that?
That's like right at the beginning.
Really? When
Yeah,
you're
it's
in a
like
car?
it's like some fucked up
Okay.
shit happens.
Yeah.
What else? There's a lot of good parts. There's some,
We're in backcountry.
or even like when they go and they get the car and they're like driving it like maniacs. They pick it up from the
Yeah. It's a pretty goofy movie. But
Yeah,
it's
it
also
is,
kind of
yeah.
like extreme.
Mm-hmm.
So Roger Ebert didn't like it. He gave it like a 1 out of 4. It's definitely better than Where the Buffalo Roam.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like fun.
Did you feel like the continuity between those two movies? Like,
They're very different. Like
they're different, but I mean, it's just like,
Where the Buffalo Roam doesn't have really anything interesting about the visuals.
oh yeah, I agree.
So
I agree.
and then there are parts in Fear and Loathing where it's like it gets a little flat. Like even the drug convention part, nothing too crazy visual happens there.
Yeah.
But then there's like just the whole beginning scene in the desert, the part where he sees the eels and the or the fucking lizards and all that shit.
Yeah.
And then there's just a part where the scene's obviously like a backdrop, but they're driving in the car and then the camera's
Yeah.
tilting.
Oh, man, I
like
like
shit
that
like
stuff,
that.
yeah.
Where the Buffalo Roam doesn't really
No, they didn't go for any
It
of
doesn't
that.
really do
No,
that.
They didn't have
But
it.
also the guy who directed it, it was like his first movie directing.
Yeah.
And I read something where it's like he took like a crash course in like film directing.
That's rough, man.
Like
That's really rough.
so there were probably some constraints with it. But oh yeah, I'd definitely watch it again.
Yeah, I definitely need to. It's been a while.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, Fear and Loathing's awesome.
I like that line at the end where he's talking about Benicio del Toro and it's like a prototype God made.
Oh, I don't remember that line.
He's saying something where it's like too rare to live, but too
Oh,
you know what I mean?
It's like I think I know what you mean.
He's saying like too cool not to live, but too dangerous to live. Something
There's
along
some-
those
there's
lines.
I know there's a line where it's like it was really weird, but it never got weird enough for me. There's like a few lines like that in there.
Yeah. Catchy lines.
Yeah.
And Johnny Depp's really good too.
Oh, you did a good
As Hunter
job.
S.
Yeah.
Thompson.
Awesome job.
He looks like Hunter S. Thompson.
Yeah.
Like
He's the one who like set up his funeral and shit, dude.
yeah. He had to be sad when Hunter S. Thompson died.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can tell those people were like pretty close.
Oh, I watched fucking Spring Breakers.
Oh, yeah.
Spring Breakers. Yeah.
This is my shit. This is my shit.
Check out all my shit.
Is that James Franco?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he good in it?
Oh yeah, he does an
awesome.
awesome job in it. It's
Okay.
to me. Are you familiar with Riff Raff, the rapper?
No.
Oh well.
Should I check him out before I see Spring Breakers?
I mean, maybe a little bit. I don't know.
if you want.
Yeah, but I don't think it takes away from the experience of the movie. But it does feel like a direct reference. I don't know, but to me at least. And then I don't know, the music sequence.
There's a lot of music sequences. There's like
Or like,
four
but
or
like the
five.
one at the piano. You know.
Oh yeah.
That one makes me laugh.
Is it supposed to be a comedy or like a crime film?
It feels like like the way I describe the movie as like, I don't know how it does it, but an excellent satire, but also celebration of the culture it's depicting. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's pretty accurate.
Do you like the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Of the Harmony Korine shit I've seen, it's my favorite from him.
Which ones have you seen so far?
I've seen that one, The Beach Bum, Mr.
Mr. Lonely.
Mr. Lonely.
Have you seen Trash Humpers?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
I haven't seen his early stuff. Just the
Oh
later
man,
stuff.
yeah. So like I've seen all of his earlier stuff, and like coming to this one is like if you were a Harmony Korine fan when he was making Spring Breakers and releasing it, you'd be like, what the fuck? You'd be like,
Yeah.
it's so different. It's like such a weird 180. It's so interesting that he got obsessed with like Florida like
Yeah, 'cause-
frat spring break culture.
I mean, he's been living there for a while, right?
Yeah,
He
he
lives
had
there
been.
now. He just paints and rides his boat. Right?
Yeah.
Have you guys seen like the Vice like doc on him? It's like 45 minutes.
Oh,
It's pretty cool. It's
Really?
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
I haven't seen it.
shit.
I haven't seen
And you
it.
know how he's married to one of the actresses in the movie?
Yeah,
From Spring
yeah,
Breakers?
yeah.
Oh,
And they got a
One of the-
kid.
one of the women.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and it was like one of the very first A24 movies. It was like the first or second
Real shit.
actual
Wow.
official
That's
official
fair.
A24 movies. Like
It-
they helped launch them.
Harmony Korine seems like a A24 person.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a bit before A24 for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was like A24 before A24.
Yeah, oh yeah, he was for sure. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
I remember like I'd never seen a Harmony Korine movie, but when I found out, I knew like what he'd done and like what the tone of it was supposed to be. And when I found out he did the Beach Bum, I was like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, that's the last one I need to check out.
The Beach Bum looks so weird. Like,
it's not as weird as it looks though.
it's I guess I'm thinking of it like in terms of Harmony Korine movies, because I saw Kids too.
Yeah.
We can talk about that in a second, but
Oh man.
like you compare that shit to the way like Gummo looks or Kids.
Yeah, it's so different, man.
And it's like this is
Like
so
he really
strange.
he really changed it up.
Well, I
don't
remember
know.
I remember him talking about that he explicitly that during the making of Spring Breakers, or like a lot of his films before was more about capturing just like certain type of feeling or vibe, but this is more of an art experiment in terms of, he even said like, I remember there's like some interview where he talks about like he told his DP like the color palette for this should look like a bag of Skittles.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, I heard him say that. Yeah.
Is the color palette pretty good?
Yeah,
It's very
looks
neon.
pretty.
It's very neon.
Oh, okay, I like it.
yeah. I really like it. And then in the Beach Bum, to me the Beach Bum feels like, I don't know, he's probably been painting for a while, but it very much feels like an influence of painting where like instead of painting this guy like natural, you could choose more of like a magenta paint, or you know what I'm saying? Because the movie feels like that. It feels like it has that sort of just a hue over it.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know.
Yeah, I'm looking
I
forward
need
to
to
watching
check out
that
the
one.
Beach Bum.
Yeah, that's the last
I
one
remember
need to
you said
watch.
you kind of like so on it.
For Spring Breakers.
Yeah.
Because I like his earlier stuff a lot more.
You compared it to Assassination Nation.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it reminds me a lot of Assassination Nation.
Okay.
It feels like the Assassination Nation. They were like, oh, let's make another Spring Breakers. Kind of. It's kind of how it felt a little bit.
Internet Spring
but
Breakers.
Yeah, Internet Spring Breakers. Yeah. But yeah, Spring Breakers was cool because it was really showing you that culture, and like that culture's, it's still around, but it's evolved now. It's not the way it
Really?
was back then. Yeah.
Yeah, it was so much of like the 2000s, you know.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
and even just in that opening sequence, it feels like those like Girls Gone Wild type of things.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Girls Gone Wild.
I remember, I won't talk about it too much because you haven't seen it, but like
Okay.
there's one scene when like they go hang out with like the frat bros and they get really
Yeah.
drunk, and it just gives you like this weird anxiety feeling because like you know how this situation plays out in
Yeah,
reality.
yeah. I know exactly
But then
what you're talking about. Yeah.
they then like this cuts to like, okay, they're all fine and they're at this like gas
Yeah,
station, and like that, and it just feels almost like an alien sort of planet, you know, just like that whole.
Oh
Spring
man,
Break
even like
type of thing.
they make a lot of references to aliens too.
Yeah.
I won't get too into that. 'Cause I don't
Okay.
wanna spoil it. But yeah, I won't. Maybe in the Harmony Korine episode we'll get into that.
Is it like a weird movie, like objectively, not
Oh, yeah.
considering Harmony Korine?
Oh no,
Yeah.
because just like formally, in terms of like what he's doing with like there's a lot of voiceover that happens early in the movie, and you don't realize to the end of the movie that like this is the dialogue that they were saying at the end of the movie, but it's playing throughout the whole movie. Like there's like one or two conversations that's going on, and then the movie ends with them like basically finishing the conversation.
And you're kind of like, what's going on? Sort of.
Yeah, but like I even just love like the way it uses transitions. Like, I don't want to give too much away. But
Yeah,
just
yeah,
check.
yeah,
check,
Does
check it out.
Harmony Korine like it?
Probably.
I think so.
Have you, like, heard
I think
anything
he
about-
likes his movies.
I think he's pretty proud of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not like a thing where like some directors come out and say like,
No, I think
okay.
I think he likes
Spring
it.
He was
Breakers is
happy with
cool.
what he
Yeah.
did. Okay. Okay, that's fair.
So what else?
I
What
saw
else you watched?
Kids.
Kids. Oh yeah.
Kids is really.
We'll go over
great.
that briefly. Yeah, another
Yeah.
Harmony Korine.
We'll do that in the. Harmony Korine episode.
Yeah, we'll just do yeah.
Yeah.
That one deserves a lot of.
Just do it where like we each recommend one.
Yeah.
I might even recommend Kids again just because
Yeah, I need
that
to watch that
movie
one
is
again.
just so entertaining.
Dude, yeah, man. I remember the first time I watched it, I was just glued, man.
Yeah.
like the second it starts, you're like, I'm in it. Dude.
You're into. It's almost like Pulp Fiction glue, kind of.
a little bit.
At parts, there's some parts that are a little slower, but
It's a little bit more I don't even know how to describe it.
it's very world building.
Yeah.
It's literally like the plot's very loose. It's pretty disturbing though.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I really liked it though.
Do you guys think that movies like that could be made today?
No.
I mean, Harmony
It'd be
Korine talks about that.
hard.
Is that you can't make good other kids because everybody has phones and like.
Oh, I saw something like that where like the movie's instantly over just because like stuff like that. But
Yeah.
like no, even just like what it like in terms of content wise,
Culturally-
you know, and culturally.
It'd be hard because there's a lot of f bombs in there. There's some n bombs too. white people saying N-bombs. Like,
Are you watching American Honey?
no, not
oh,
yet.
No, we were talking about it, but
No. I thought you were going to say American History X.
Oh no. No, in American Honey, like
There's some stuff
from
like
what I
that.
read about reviews, they say it's like the closest thing that's come out that's similar in the vein to kids.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
but
okay.
instead of like
Okay.
the New York sort of skater subculture, it's
It's
just like the
road movie.
like the white
Road
trash
movie.
of the South.
See, okay. I feel like there's times where like movies use the N-bomb and people are okay with it because it's obviously like advocating against it, even if like the characters aren't. This movie though, I don't think people would like it just because like
And
there's
kids.
no good characters and the characters don't like advocate for anything. So in a way it's almost like the
they
movie's just about
literally
these
just
people
kids.
They
existing.
advocate for fucking birth control, dude.
Yeah, it's a good yeah.
It's a good like don't be poor and have kids
There-
movie.
There's such a funny line in the movie where like I want to say it.
Say it, just say it.
Okay. Are you okay?
Is that the N word?
No.
Okay,
no.
good.
They're
Good.
talking about condoms, and Telly, he's just like, "Yo, that shit make your dick small."
Dude, I love their names too, Telly and Casper.
Dude, that's such a fucking white trash name.
Telly.
Telly. Oh god.
Oh man, the kid Telly's also in Bully.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah,
Leo
yeah.
Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
And then there's this weird thing with Larry Clark, where like if he works with young actors, some of them die.
That's what I was gonna bring that about
Yo,
Bully too,
you-
because like it's just like this weird aura around him too. I don't know. I was like looking him up and I was
Oh,
reading
yeah.
a lot about him, and even there's just one actress who's in Ken Park, and the other it's like the teenage caveman one. But
Oh,
it
shit.
seems like they might have been a couple or something like that. But like I read her Wikipedia and shit too. And like I don't know, she seemed to be very involved, like creative collaborator with her. And then it also said that she was collaborating with Tarantino at the time, and
Oh,
it's
shit.
like you know all these
Shit,
people.
dude.
But then there's all these pictures of like them and like all the premieres, like holding hands and shit. But like yeah, she was like born in 1980, and so she was
Shit.
super young at the time. But then now there's like nothing about her. But I was just looking up like people like that. But then yeah, all sorts of people. I don't know.
I
Dude,
like-
I saw a few conspiracy videos about that.
I was gonna say-
I'll bring it up
I
later.
like Larry Clark, but he gives pedo vibes.
Yeah, that's we'll get into that.
I watched this
Should we just get into Bully then?
almost. There's a few more things I want to say about kids.
Let's do it quick.
I watched, or I guess it's on Bully, but I watched like an interview where he's talking, and like this dude's wearing like a punk rock T-shirt. He's got like a tattoo right here. He's wearing like sunglasses, but they're like, I don't know. There's something trashy about the sunglasses. He kind of has like a mohawk. Like he almost looks like an old Travis Bickle. Like
Yeah, he was born in like the 40s, right?
Yeah.
43.
fucking
He's almost
old.
80 now.
yeah, I want to see. And then he wrote a book called Tulsa. You and me were talking about that a little bit.
Oh no, it's a photo book.
okay.
It's just photos.
But apparently, like there's like real drug use in there and shit.
Yeah, and it was basically the photography book. It's just like because him from like the 60s to like the mid 70s, where the whole time he just had a camera with him and just taking photos. And then when he got back from Vietnam, he decided to just like put it into like this like art exhibit collection type of thing.
I didn't know he
and then
went to Vietnam.
then it turned into like this big thing, and like it's like a notable inspiration like visually
Interesting.
for like Taxi Driver and shit like that. Like Scorsese loves the book and shit like that. And it's like he was like a big photographer before he's a filmmaker. You probably know that, but
Yeah. Fucking. I mean, I didn't know he was a big photographer, but I've heard Harmony Korine say that he was like, oh, he's a great photographer.
He's
yeah, I was watching something a video from like a few years ago though, like 2018 or whatever, and he was just in France like selling like prints of his photos though, like $100 a pop now.
God
like,
damn.
wow.
Did you see? Have you looked at his IMDb now? Because like
Nah.
he's made movies like consistently, but like
Oh, shit.
after like the three-peat of like Bully, the Teenage Caveman, and Ken Park, it seems like the rest of them kind of he had to like do it himself more. You know what I'm saying?
I read he
He
didn't
scared everybody away.
he didn't
Yeah.
work with professional actors.
Yeah.
And then
Or,
some
like,
of his movies have like some of his movies have live sex in them.
oh
Ken
yeah, well,
Park.
yeah.
Oh, okay. One thing though, he like his opening images are strong.
Yeah.
The opening image in Bully's really good, but I think it's better in Kids.
Yeah.
Kids fucking just like
Yeah, it's like you're right in it. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's this kind of movie.
Yeah.
You better
Yeah.
you better turn it off or you better keep watching.
oh god. I want to see Kids again.
Yeah, dude, you just feel like watching it again.
Even though like it makes you not feel good.
Like that is like Harmony Korine didn't direct it, but it makes me like
Oh,
it's like it really stands out.
and
It's
then
like,
the
he
script
worked it.
feels like I read a lot of stuff where it's like, and you'll watch it too in the movie. The script doesn't feel too strong, but apparently the dialogue is like heavily scripted. Like,
Yeah, actually, dude, I actually have the script right here. Holy shit.
you have the where'd you find? Oh, is it just online?
Right here.
But it's like the stuff. It's almost like it feels like they just found like some thuggy kids and then just said, okay, say whatever you want. But no, like that stuff's.
Yeah, like,
those are
like
lines.
reading it, it's like it's genuinely what they said in the movie.
Yeah.
He was like 18 when he wrote it, right?
Yeah, he's like 19, 18, 19.
He's
yeah.
19.
That movie is very. It's not even like. I don't know if it really says too much about life. Like it's not like a. It's not like a philosophical piece.
Just virgins, I love them. No diseases, no looses, a goose pussy, no skank, no nothing, just pure pleasure. Fuck, dude.
Awesome movie. Yeah. It's just a great like slice of life in a bad area. But yeah, Justin Pierce killed himself when he was 25.
Yeah.
Brad Renfro OD'd when he was 25. The black skateboarder dude from Kids,
also
he
died.
died. Like, damn. Don't work with this guy.
I was looking because the last 2 movies he made is called Marfa Girl, but he made a part 1 and a part 2.
Yeah.
Um,
There's supposed to be sex in both of those.
yeah, but now it has actual underage actors or whatever.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Like,
That's
I don't
scary.
think you got to be a certain type of person to get these people to say what they're saying in front of a camera.
Yeah.
Like, you almost have to be manipulative.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Well, like, yeah, just like the amount of trust they have to have in you that, like,
yeah,
like you're making an ass of yourself and hope
You're
it
not
doesn't
gonna, like,
come off that
exploit
way
them.
actually on camera, you know?
yeah. No, it's very cool. So whenever you get a chance, see it.
Probably the Harmony Crew. We'll have like really in depth.
I just had to see it after I saw Bully. Which one do you like more? Or we can talk about Bully
Yeah,
first.
let's
okay.
let's talk about Bully. Okay, so Bully was directed by Larry Clark.
2001.
Who wrote it? He didn't write it.
Okay,
Zachary.
so Zachary Long,
but it's actually
David McKenna. David McKenna wrote American History X.
yeah.
Oh no shit.
And
Okay.
he was also a producer on the movie too.
Yeah.
Right, for Bully.
Yeah, he was. American History X is okay.
I haven't seen it since I was like 7, but yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't think it's like a super intelligent movie. I don't know.
All I know is there's the curb stomping scene and it's about
Yeah, that part's cool.
neo-Nazi.
There's some disturbing parts, but like, I don't know. The arc is kind of like really, I don't know. When you see it, we can talk about it.
All right,
anyways.
Yeah, Bully. So Bully. I saw the trailer for it like
Okay.
maybe 8 months ago or 10 months ago or
shit.
something. Yeah, and I was like, oh, I should watch that. It's by the same dude who made Kids, and now I finally watched it. It was, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot.
Based on a true story.
Based on a true story. I didn't do any research.
I did. Like the actual guy that they killed, he was actually like a bodybuilder. Like he was actually buff as
no
fuck. He looked
shit.
like fucking Hulk.
Was he
Really?
actually as like fucked up as in the movie?
They compared him. I read the Wikipedia. They compared him to this kid from like Leave It to Beaver.
Oh yeah, but
where it's like
I don't know who that character was. So I don't
it's
know.
basically like he's like cool to the adults, but then an asshole to the kids. And if the movie, if like that's the way he was, the movie portrayed it like decently.
Yeah.
But like for the most part, it was pretty. I guess from the reports, pretty accurate in terms of like him and what's his name, Marty.
Yeah.
They tried to like make gay porn videos and then sell it to the porn stores,
that part was
local
accurate.
porn
Okay,
stores,
okay.
but they never actually, it never made any money.
Just like
it wasn't them though. They got some other guy to do it, like they have.
Yeah.
But so like there was some like he had some like homoerotic thing to him or whatever.
Interesting.
Oh, definitely.
But apparently, well, both of them they were both workout buddies, like together. They always went to gym, and so it was like a big rumor that they were both doing steroids, which was probably part of what contributed to the aggression that led to him beating everyone up and shit.
Yeah,
That makes
he's
sense.
definitely doing steroids then.
Yeah.
There's some
Like
Like,
you should actually look at what he looks like. He actually is buff as shit.
What's his name?
Bobby Kent.
Bobby Kent.
Was he like 19? He was still in high school.
Yeah, he was like 20, 19 or
Something.
20. The strange thing is like the photo they have for him, like there's
That
like when he's
doesn't
younger, because like it's that the black and white
Are
one.
you serious?
There's more,
Holy
like you can
shit.
see him like his like full body. I
He's
think.
pretty huge. He's not like that in the movie.
Is it that guy, dude?
Yeah, him.
He looks like a football player.
Yeah, he's like fucking huge.
Dude, fuck that. Oh my god.
Yeah, and then like look at the guy who plays him. Just like
Oh yeah, let me.
Go. It's like on there, but
I mean, in terms of characterization, like the guy who they had to play, him, like he is still like slimy and shit like that. Like,
he's a huge asshole. Like he wasn't like too physically
like right there,
intimidating.
you see the.
There you go.
Yeah, this guy. It's the guy who they got to play the.
That kid's like a
this
real
massive
bitch.
dude. It's a big difference.
The
Actually.
acting in this movie is really great.
And then I was looking up just like the rest of them. I forget. There's like a name for them, like the whatever County 7. But like even though at the end of the movie it says like, oh, life in prison or death or whatever like that. And then the guy, I guess after that, he just has life in prison now. He didn't die.
Oh, nice.
And then like half of them got released. And then there's like only like 2 or 3 that are actually.
I bet the
still
movie
locked up.
helped get them released a little bit.
Honestly, I wouldn't think so. Like, because it makes them look like dipshits, you know.
It does not help their cause.
Yeah.
But who knows? Like, you make a movie about people and then.
And people get sympathetic, you know.
Yeah. No, it seemed like they got released before the movie came out, like in the
okay,
late,
never mind.
because like the murder actually happened like in 1993 or something like
I
that.
watched.
shit.
In the end credits, they say some updates.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh okay.
There's like 3 of them got changed. The kid didn't get the electric chair anymore.
yeah.
Okay, nice.
Um,
Yeah, that shit was really like they ended with him just his face and he's getting the electric chair. Like he's
Yeah.
hugging his brothers. Like
It's
damn,
a little
that's
bit.
heavy.
It makes you feel weird.
Oh yeah.
Like that's really heavy. Yeah.
I really like that part because it's like, I think about it from the brother's perspective. It's like he's gonna be one of those kids whose brother went to jail.
yeah.
And he's always gonna remember like this is the last thing his brother did with him before
yeah.
he went away.
I mean, I liked how when they arrested the big brother or Marty, and they drag him out into the cop car, and the brothers watch him get like like the cop car leaves and stuff. The little brother's wearing a fucking Dare shirt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dare to resist drugs and violence. It's like that's
great.
the message of the movie.
Kinda.
'Cause
Yeah.
everybody did drugs and everybody did violence.
I did consider playing Mortal Kombat and taking some acid though.
Dude, oh man, the actor from Funny Games in this.
Michael.
Oh, yeah,
Pitt.
yeah.
He's so
show
funny,
stealer, dude. Favorite character.
I love
Johnny.
Michael Pitt. God,
Dude.
I love Michael Pitt.
That was easily my favorite character.
He's got range.
100%, dude. That guy was so fucking funny.
Just like he's like trying to plan out what he's gonna say to the guy from Kids.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I'm her girlfriend. And then he finally asks him, and he's just like, he doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, he was looking around like, oh.
Oh, there's this line too when they're killing him, and it's kind of fucked up, but like they go back to the car, and the girl's like, "Is he dead yet?" And he's like, "Get in there." like, I don't know. The movie kind of like, it doesn't show these kids in a favorable view.
No.
I was thinking about that because at first it I don't know, it made me like the movie less, but then at the same time, maybe it's accurate for what the act really is, because like you obviously didn't think it through if you just decided to kill this dude and then just leave him in the fucking sand for the alligators to eat him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, if anything, it's the most accurate portrayal of just like
really
a
dumb,
lack of
like, really-
responsibility
yeah,
for
dumb
your
kids,
actions.
dude.
You know what I'm saying?
They're just all sheep.
Yeah, they're fucking. They don't go to school. They don't have jobs. They just
No.
go around driving in convertibles, doing drugs,
And having
and
sex.
having sex. It's like, dude, that's like some degenerate shit.
Oh yeah, and then
like
they're,
they're on their way out.
their parents are kind of like rich too.
Yeah.
And they just let them live like fucking bums. Like
yeah,
It honestly made me feel a little weird.
they have no drive.
I thought they were very entertaining though,
oh yeah,
like-
they're super entertaining. Yeah.
because like the girl that dates Marty, basically
Lisa.
she just says like, "I want him dead," without thinking of like what that
No,
means
that
for anyone's
that
life.
conversation was like really funny. They're like, damn, I really fucking, what's his name?
Bobby.
Bobby. I really fucking hate Bobby, you know? And
Like,
he's like, yeah, you know, he's always messed with me. And he's like, what if he was dead? And he's like, yeah. Wait, what? and then they're like, actually, and then it just cuts to the next scene because they just decided right there. It's like, I don't know. At first, it's like it shouldn't be that easy or like as that simple, but.
I mean, they're
I
pretty
don't know.
stupid.
Yeah.
Like, you could tell, like the whole movie, they're kind of fucked up.
Then it just like gets in their head though, because like they decide they're gonna kill him, and it doesn't go straight to them killing him. It's just like their day after that, and it's like, what are you guys gonna do today? It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna
And
kill this one guy.
like the alley keeps on telling everyone, yeah, we're gonna kill this guy named Bobby. Like
Yeah, they're fucking morons too.
Yeah,
Like,
they're really dumb. I mean,
I wonder if like how true that part of it is to life. There is a book on it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll ever read the book.
I
but
really liked how like watching their brains slowly like degenerate, just whittle down. It was like they started out as like normal, like semi-normal kids.
And by the end, they're like rats almost.
Yeah,
'cause,
by
like
the-
they're all
yeah,
trying to blame
yeah.
each other and just like.
Yeah, by the end, they're like they're on like some schizophrenic paranoid shit.
that
yeah.
part kind of pisses me off when they start telling people. Like, okay, it makes sense for the kind of like the big fat dude.
Yeah, that makes sense for him.
But then like
Oh, yeah,
the
for
girl
Mean
who
Girls.
plans it, she just goes up to fucking this girl who's
her
kind
best
of a
friend from the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, and then she just tells them like they killed this dude.
But
That was
such
pretty
a
stupid.
That's such a woman
Oh
thing,
yeah.
dude.
But,
no,
no, but like no, because like
Yeah.
she's just like standing there, like she's not. She has like no reason really to be there besides to say this, and then then the way that the best friend reacts too is just like, I got to go to work.
yeah, she doesn't even like care too much. But it's just like you just killed someone and you're trying to find a way out of it. And like I understand you're nervous, but you're just gonna tell someone pretty much exactly what you did.
Yeah.
It's like how fucking stupid are you? I don't know. They said
Well, when I was doing research on the actual case, like that's
kind of what happened.
yeah, they did tell people right after it happened, and so
Yeah.
like it was pretty easy to connect the
That's so
dots.
funny.
It felt like they presented it in like they made him really look stupid. Like
Some people are like
Oh,
that,
God.
dude. Like I've known teenage girls who are like straight up, they start panicking and they panic. You know, they fall in panic. Like I could see that actually happening.
just like they go up to someone's like, yeah, we killed him. Like it's not that big of a deal. Like
I mean, they're going crazy, dude.
I read that the movie was shot in like 23 days.
Yeah, yes.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Super short.
So who knows? Maybe like that's the best they could do with that scene. But I'm just like, really? You're that fucking
Well,
stupid?
Apparently, the deal was made to make that movie on digital cameras so that it could be cheaper,
Oh.
so they could probably have more days. But they ended up shooting on 35, so
Oh,
it's
yeah.
probably more expensive.
Takes up, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. It's pretty cool that they shot so quickly though. Like,
Yeah.
I would say that I think there are some moments that do look pretty cool too. I remember there's one shot with a fish tank with the guy Bobby looking at it, and then it just does like a little rack focus. But I was like, oh, that one looks cool.
Okay, I know there's that like a long take where the camera's like in the circle of them and it's just
Oh,
spinning
yeah,
around.
It wasn't an actual long take though,
Yeah,
because it kept cutting.
yeah,
It was
oh.
actually really annoying.
It was restarting. It was like
Yeah, because like it would do like 75% of the circle and then cut. And
There
then
was
Yeah,
something like
restart,
that in
yeah.
joint security area.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like
But
there was
that
a
one
part-
that one was an actual long take, wasn't it?
No, I feel this one was the long take and that's the one.
No,
No.
man, no.
You serious? Really? Okay. I don't know.
I don't know. Also in the movie too, in terms of, I guess if we're talking just about like the visual language they use to like communicate what's going on, and shit like that. I don't know if this was just a thing they did in the second half to put us more in like the more erratic mindset, but it did seem like they started to move the camera a lot more. Like I know before, like they just had a lot of Steadicam and like smooth shit. But I remember there's one part with Allie and her mom in the convertible, and the camera just like whip pans back and forth in the
Oh,
long
really?
take, you know?
I didn't
The shots
notice
with
that.
the cars are pretty cool because it also looks like they're always driving.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not. What's it called when it's like rear projected?
Or-
Is that
or
what they
just
call
like
it?
The poor man's process of just
Yeah.
but wiggling the car and shining a light back and forth.
Kinda. Like what they did in Fear and Loathing.
Yeah.
But like these don't look rear projected.
No, they look like they're
Um,
actually driving. Yeah.
You can tell this guy made kids.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
This feels like a kid's sequel almost.
Yeah, these are companion
Do you-
pieces.
Would you guys call Larry Clark a good director?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't do anything like visually like wow, the people he's directing and like their performances are like visually
No, yeah, I mean,
wow.
like, dude, the fucking the whole murder scene was like awesome.
Yeah,
Like,
I would say-
like, the payoff for that was worth it for me.
I that was like the standout for me. It was the murder
Yeah.
scene, was because I actually did feel like the tension, anxiety.
Yeah,
really?
like, I felt it hard. Yeah.
the stress of it. But
Well, did you guys know the story before the movie?
No,
I just knew it was based on a true story.
Oh.
But
I didn't know the story at all.
I kind of knew the story.
Maybe
Or, like,
maybe that's
I knew
why.
the guy was supposed to die. So
I didn't know that at all. I was like, yeah.
okay. Because like when that scene happens, it's like I know he's gonna die. So maybe yeah. I guess
For me, I had no idea.
I've heard about the movie before we recommended it, and I
Okay,
just
okay.
knew like he died. So You guys didn't know he was gonna die?
No.
Yeah,
I guess
well,
that
I
makes
knew
sense.
I knew that because I knew
Oh,
it was
okay.
based on a true story and like
You assumed, kind of. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't even know what the movie was gonna be about. Flat out, I just knew it was called Bully.
I like how they thought like they were gonna just feed him to the alligators were just gonna eat his dead body. Like, I don't know. I read Roger Ebert's review. He really liked it.
Yeah, he gave
and
it a
there's
4.
yeah, there's a
Well, he
part,
gave it a 4.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
There's a part in there where he just mentioned this line, and I don't remember it directly from the movie, but it's like, the hitman needs a ride. Like, I don't know. That's like how incompetent these people are. The hitman they're hiring doesn't even have his own car.
That's so fucking funny.
And then, did you feel like he was a genuine like gangster? Or
Oh, did you guys see the Larry Clark cameo? He plays the hitman's dad. The
Yeah.
old-
Oh
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that was Larry Clark. I
yeah,
haven't seen any pictures of
old
him.
redneck
he's
dude.
already
So
old
it's
as fuck, you know.
Yeah. I wouldn't say like I felt like he was a gangster. He definitely felt like this like white trash that has like done some fucked up shit.
I felt like he knew what he was doing. He
I
was
don't
the
think
most
he'd ever
reasonable.
killed anybody before though.
Nah, yeah.
He seemed hard, but he didn't seem like he was actually like.
Like competent.
Yeah.
He
Like,
kind of has like a
competent.
lisp too.
Yeah.
And I don't know, for being
that's
the
just I think
hitman-
that's just the actor. Yeah.
Yeah, but still, it's like the hitman having like a lisp. Like, it's just goofy.
Yeah, I wouldn't even describe him as like a hitman. I would describe. I mean,
That's his name, like in
Yeah.
the credits.
Hitman.
yeah.
They call him the hitman, but it's like in that world, it's like he's not actually a hitman.
If-
He's
if-
just some dude.
If they would have listened to him, they probably would have been better off, though. They just fucking panicked.
No, yeah, those are all like stupid people.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah.
like also too like right after they kill him and there's like the beach scene and they're like, all right, we're gonna stay here and we're gonna come up with an alibi till I'm satisfied. Then it cuts to the next scene where none of them actually do that and they always
Yeah,
tell each other.
yeah.
Yeah, you could tell how it just was disjointed and like the second the murder happens, like wow, this is not going well.
What'd you think of Bobby? Did like
Oh yeah, I didn't like him.
Like
Yeah.
okay? It's like the desired effect,
Yeah.
I think.
I don't know if like it made me like side with the gang that he should die, but he did seem like just like a weirdo. You know what I'm saying?
Did you ever feel bad for him?
Yeah, I mean, I felt sympathetic. Like I understood why he was like the way he was, but like I still wouldn't
Or-
want to be around
I
him.
honestly didn't like. I don't know. Like not until I read the stuff after, like, oh, okay, he's probably just has roid rage and shit like that. But like the fact that like the gay undertones and maybe he doesn't know how to express himself. Like he obviously
Yeah.
is like that. Is probably why he's like. Is probably why he's so aggressive. Like that made sense, but like I didn't really feel bad for him because like. I don't know. Even that scene too, when they go to the gay club, you know, and
He makes him dance. Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. I don't know. There's a part where he's talking to his dad about like owning some business, and then he says something like, "Dad, can we make sure Marty gets a job
Yeah,
there?"
yeah, yeah.
And I
yeah.
know it's probably for like bad reasons, but then it's kind of like, I feel that's like where the movie's trying to make you sympathize for him a little bit
Yeah,
until like.
I didn't see. Yeah, I felt more like he just wants his fucking pet right there. You know.
Yeah,
to,
I thought like
punish.
that's probably what he really means, but he says it to his dad in like not a dipshit way. Like he says it, he feels genuine when he says it, even though those aren't his intentions probably.
And performance-wise, like when he dies, you know, he does feel really earnest when he says sorry, you know,
Yeah.
and it's all stabbed like for whatever I did, you know. And I
yeah.
don't know. I
Yeah.
feel like I don't know how it was in real life or whatnot, but I feel like he probably would have been more pissed that they fucking stabbed him. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah, they're probably trying to make you feel a little bad for him, but all the people in this movie are they're like freaks.
I
Yeah.
did laugh though when he's like, all right, what do we do now? And then Donnie just fucking runs up there with the knife and stabs him.
Yeah,
right
dude. He's like, I like how he's the one who's like he's super down with it.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, he's like, dude, I don't know why the fuck I'm here. I didn't do anything.
Yeah,
He's like,
the
bro,
whole
you're the
time he's
first.
like, I didn't even do anything.
Like, dude, you stabbed like 10 fucking times. Dude.
Yeah, the most times,
Yeah. Yeah, Donnie was so fucking funny, dude. He was
Michael Pitt's a
what,
great
what a
actor.
riot, dude.
How do you guys feel? And I guess this is also what I was gonna say about Larry Clark in terms of a director. Is that there's like multiple. I have to say like over 10 shots where it's just like a full body. Like it starts on their foot and goes up to their head, and then they start talking of the girls and like half the scenes. You know? What I'm
Yeah.
saying?
When they're naked?
Not even just
Oh.
when they're naked, but when they're clothed. But like still, just like the fact that it's still it's like the same exact sort of move across the whole body
Yeah.
up to their face.
Yeah,
Really?
the more I think about it, the more the weirder it gets when you think about like Larry Clark. Like he really made he made some like youth movies, you know.
Yeah.
Like he's an old man.
I mean, and at least in this one, it's not like they're actually young people, so I don't even care about that. But still, it's just like even just as like an auteur sort of choice, you know, that like this is a real decision in terms of how you're gonna cover the scene. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. It just feels like
I mean,
It's
I guess it fits. You know, it fits the tone.
It fits. I know, like I would agree. It fits the visual
Yeah.
aesthetic of the movie and the vibe. But just in terms of like, to me, when I think of him and his body of work in general, it really does cross the line between like art and like erotica. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
He's definitely
wait,
like,
wait till you
yeah.
see Ken Park, dude.
I've read. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's,
Don't spoil Ken Park.
no,
I'm
I
looking
won't.
forward to that.
It's gonna leave you in a mood though. It's weird.
I know, like, with his movies, I don't really pay attention to the composition too much. Like, I don't really think he's doing too much interesting
And
with the camera.
to me that's the strangest part, because he was a photographer for like 40 years before he started making
yeah,
films.
but
So
I see what you mean, but it's like I really just focus on the characters.
Yeah, me too.
I focus a lot on how they talk, just like their slang and stuff.
Yeah, I can't think of any shots.
I
that
almost
were,
feel like
stand
if
out.
he's really trying to do something, kind of like making it look like a painting, or
no, I don't even
not
think like
painting,
that,
but like
or even not even compositionally speaking. I'm just saying, just like
how he.
sometimes it'll just be like just a regular like shot, reverse shot, and then sometimes he'll just do like a full body shot and then the shot, reverse shot. You know what I'm saying? It's
Okay.
like it's very simple in what he's communicating, but like I don't know. To me,
It's like voyeuristic.
I'm just like, okay, you know, you're the boss, I get it, you know, but like
Oh.
I don't know.
You think it's a little pretentious, kind of?
Yeah, not even pretentious, as like I guess like more self-indulgent, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
But
He-
at the same time, like I'm always a proponent of I like it when filmmakers or just people in general, artists are self-indulgent with
Yeah.
their work,
Yeah.
because yeah, I guess I don't want the edges sanded off, but at the same time like if 15 minutes of this like 90-minute movie is that, you know what I'm saying? I'm just
Well,
like, okay.
I'd watch this again, so I'll
Yeah,
keep an
if
eye
I were
out
to do
for
like
that
if I were
more
to do like
so.
a Larry Clark
Retrospective.
retrospective
Oh, yeah.
or like marathon, Billy would definitely
in
be on there.
in kids, I don't really think it's as big, but in this, there's definitely a lot of nudity. There's like some gratuitous nudity in this, like no, there's like some. There's the fucking.
There's a lot of
The first scene where there's like two different sex scenes, or
there's
three-
a lot of different
there's
sex
three
scenes.
different sex scenes between Marty and his girlfriend,
Yeah.
and in each of them, like, they all kind of have a purpose, but you just see like everything. Like in the first one, they're like in missionary or something, and then it leads
in
to
the
them.
car.
No, not that one, because that one you don't really see nudity. But I mean, yeah, 4 technically. But there's the one in the car. But then there's the first one is like they're in missionary, and then like it ends, and then he talks about how Bobby bullies him.
Oh, yeah.
And like, okay, that scene has purpose, but they're completely naked. Then there's the scene where like she's on top of him, and you see like completely like her body on top of
Yeah.
him, and then like Bobby comes in and rapes her.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, okay, that has purpose. And then
Hi, Mom.
probably
Continue.
the best like sex scene in the movie is when
Ooh, the best sex scene.
where like Marty's talking to his girlfriend, and it's like not shot, reverse shot, but like close up on his face, close up on her face. And I kind of thought it was
I
like
remember,
them having
I remember what you're talking about.
I thought it's like them having sex. Like I wasn't too surprised when I found out, but it's like they kind of shoot it in a way where it's like you're not sure. Like it could just be them like talking on the bed.
Yeah.
And then like she's just like sitting in his lap, and it's like I thought that part was cool because it shows how neurotic they've gone, how paranoid.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
it's like they're not even having sex for pleasure, probably just like to try and ease off. And even when they're
Yeah.
trying to ease off, they're still thinking about this. But like he really likes showing his nudity. Like
Yeah,
Yeah, see, like it's not. I don't even think I don't even think I'm bothered by that so much. It's just
I'm not bothered by it, but it's just like it's kind of weird.
yeah, it makes you think. Like I notice it, you know.
Because then there's the part where Michael Pitt's fucking what's her name, Allie?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then like they call on the phone, and then like Michael Pitt's like pouring wax on her.
Oh yeah,
And it's
No,
like-
she pours wax on him.
Yeah, and then she hangs up, and then it like lasts for like 6 or 7 seconds of her just like riding him, and it's like this is like softcore porn.
See, I guess that's what it's because like if you think of someone like Gaspar Noé or Lars von Trier who also have like a lot of nudity in their movies, like it's not the first thing I think about. But with like Larry Clark stuff, I haven't even seen that much. But like even just from
I
the
do
photos,
kinda
from the
think
from the
about it.
photos thing, it's like one of the first things I think about as him, like in the stuff.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Like sex is almost like in a Gaspar Noé movie, sex is almost seen as like art, but in this, it's like sex is almost seen as like it's almost like it's trying to make you
Aroused.
yeah, but it's like it's trying to like make you like turn into a freak too.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
a
know.
little bit like
It's
I
weird.
didn't catch it. I don't think I caught it as much as you did. Like the nudity didn't get to me as much,
Okay.
but like he definitely uses nudity in like a I don't even know how to describe it. Yeah, it's like
It's just like he does.
It's like the Game
It's
of
like-
Thrones
it's
type
like
of
a-
thing,
it's
where
like a
like
mix
there's
of
always
stuff.
like sexposition, where like there's like so much exposition, but like they're having sex, so like everyone's like sticks.
Yeah,
in
it's-
watching.
Oh, that's like a thing in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's very like it's I don't want to say it's like matter of fact like oh they were just having sex because it's like it's a little bit it's like he chose to make sure that
It
there were
feels
sex
like
scenes.
porn at parts.
No,
like,
that's what I'm saying. Like if it was just like a matter of fact, like because yeah, teenagers have sex, and
Yeah.
like it's glad that like they're actually showing and doing that shit.
But it's like
but, like
they do it a lot. Yeah.
yeah,
he does it better in kids.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Kids
yeah.
definitely has more like disturbing tone behind it.
Yeah.
This, it's like maybe he is trying to get across like that sexual feeling like all those characters have. So he does it by showing them in very like
I mean, I guess it was kind of
Arousing
important. It
positions.
was kind of important to show it because you really get it across that these characters are like having sex all the time.
yeah, I
Yeah.
guess, yeah.
You know.
that like
It does lean into the fact of their minds not really focused on.
Yeah, they're
on
like
the
these guys
bigger
are these guys
picture.
are doing like there's a lot of drug consumption, a lot of sex. It's like
they view their bodies like very haphazardly. Like,
yeah.
And like the thing I was trying to say too with like them being freaks, like the girl Allie, she like sleeps with like 3 different guys I think throughout the movie. There's a part where literally like she agrees to have sex with him
Oh yeah, and then
when
they're
he's
kill
gonna
him.
kill her, or
When they're gonna
yeah,
kill
They're
him.
gonna kill
when she's
him,
gonna
yeah.
like the Marty's girlfriend's gonna like shoot him in the back, but like she ends up not, so she still just had sex with him right there.
Yeah.
And like
Oh, I love the part where they're like, yeah, I have a little kid, but my dad watches him, or my parents watch him, so it's
yeah.
pretty cool.
I was married for like 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, you remind me of my husband.
Yeah. Oh god. And then just like what she's wearing in the first scene.
Oh, it's like so
Oh,
small.
boy.
Yeah, you can see the bottom like under.
And then I think she's wearing like booty shorts. It's-
yeah.
Florida's just.
I thought it was
interesting place.
California at first too.
Hollywood, Florida, bro.
Yeah. Hollywood, Florida. There, yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely like a Florida thing. Like,
I-
Florida people are fucking like brain dead.
Have you ever been to Florida?
Nah, but everybody says Florida's fucked up.
I've been there twice, and
Really?
it's interesting. it's
Humid?
definitely yeah.
Yeah, definitely humid.
I feel like maybe the humidity just
Maybe
says
it's just
something.
the
there's
humidity.
just too much fog in the brain, you know, down there.
These kids have some fog in there. Like,
But how do you guys feel? Like, did you know like how like the writer like I don't know you want his name off the project like completely and all that shit? I know we were talking about before,
Yeah.
but like I don't know. Imagine like all this time, probably because he was a producer on it too. Probably money
Mhm.
and all this shit, you know, and to someone with the guy who made kids.
and then you just put a pseudonym on it.
Yeah, I don't know because
I wouldn't do that, but who knows too? You don't know the working conditions. Maybe it was like, maybe he just really didn't get along with them.
I don't know if Larry Clark is a disagreeable person or not, because I did read one thing where like he got into an argument with the distributor for one of his films. It might have been this one actually, or Ken Park. No, it's Ken Park. And they got into a really big argument over dinner, and so he just stood up and fucking socked the guy in the face.
Fuck.
And then I think that's probably why he had to do all his movies on his own after, because no one wanted to work with him after
Oh.
that.
The same thing happened to Harmony Korine apparently. Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
he was saying like, why don't you work with Larry Clark? He's like, oh, I wish him the best. He's a great photographer, but
He's
it
a
got
dick.
a little personal, and next thing you know, you're getting punched in the face. And
I also
Damn.
saw something where like I guess he's just had a lot of problems with drugs, and the only time he doesn't do drugs is when he is making movies.
so he was,
That's
but he was in Vietnam.
Yeah, he was in, he was in
that's
Vietnam.
probably why.
But just like the history of his first book, it's called Tulsa, right? Tulsa 70.
The book, yeah.
Like it's basically it's from like the early 1960s to like the mid 70s, and yeah, like it basically just shows him and his friends doing drugs like since he was like 15 or whatever.
Holy
like that.
shit.
And
Doing drugs, having sex.
Yeah, it basically he lived like all that shit.
That's
So
wild.
I don't know. It's interesting in that regard, but I don't know. It seems. I guess when I think about it too, it's just interesting too how much he's. I was gonna say attended, but I'm just gonna say how much he has like dived headfirst into trying to document and understand the teenage psyche. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Or just like the young person's, a young American psyche in particular. You know, because I think that is an interesting aspect to bring up about the movie is that like. I think that like this it feels like specifically culturally American in just the way that like the parents kind of like let the kids like do their thing and whatnot, have their independence in their space. Because it reminds me of shit like Elephant or We Need to Talk About Kevin or things like that, where it's like when I don't know even though they like statistically they are rare experiences. When documented in this fashion, it at least makes me think about I don't know the way that youth is perceived
like,
in America.
I feel like in some of these movies, it's like some of the shit's gonna happen regardless of the parenting.
Yeah.
Like in Kids and Bully, like even in Bully, like their parents aren't bad parents. Like they probably could be better, but they're not like the dad from fucking Rumblefish.
No,
where he's just like
no.
never home and he's like always drinking or something. Like
Yeah.
they're at home, more so in Bully, and they're like affluent.
It definitely
and
feels more like it's like the kids' culture.
it's the kids
It's
just
like the
like
youth
being
culture.
fuck ups, kind of like.
Or I guess that's the part
I don't
that I think about is that like the parents are home and so they're witnessing it right there and still like
They're
you know,
letting it happen. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's weird. It's like, I guess it's a good movie for parents to watch if you don't want your kid to really be a fuck
Get
up.
fucked
Like,
up.
yeah.
that'll probably make him a fuck up though, you know,
Yeah.
just the whole helicopter thing.
See, then like you watch a movie like this, and then you watch a movie like Elephant, which is like polar opposite
Yeah.
in like the tone, and it's like even then bad shit can happen. So we need to talk about Elephant. at
Yeah,
some
I'm
point.
really excited to watch that.
That's gonna be a fun.
I really maybe for like episode like 11 or something.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Anything
I
else to
really
talk
like when
about?
they go to the fucking arcade to play and they're on acid.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's one of my favorite
that's
scenes,
probably
yeah.
my favorite scene.
Yeah,
It's just
because,
such a
like, it
funny
seems like
part.
that's where like
Fatalized.
youth culture just seems like awesome, you know, we're just like yeah, I want to do that.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
so funny. It's like, what just happened? It's like, you got fatalized. It's like, is that bad? It's like, yeah, that's worse than getting fucking, what is it? What's a that's worse than fatality.
Yeah,
You're
'cause
like,
you
you have to
turn into a
live as
baby.
like a baby. You have to live as like a baby forever, dude. He goes out and fucking vomits, dude.
Oh, I
He
would
just
honestly
walks-
feel the same way too, like just so sad, you know.
They had a bad trip.
It's so fucking
Oh,
funny,
man.
dude.
Dang.
I feel like in Larry Clark movies too, all the drugs they're consuming are the drugs.
I don't feel like they're
What
actually
do you
taking
mean?
it, but
Like-
I did read some trivia though that like while they were filming, the guy who played Marty almost got arrested like 3 times.
He tried to steal a fucking boat or something.
Yeah. Apparently though, like at that time and before that too, he was like one of like the young hot actors like who
He was a
was
child
up,
actor,
up,
yeah.
up and
Shit.
coming and shit like that. Like he was like one of those to watch out for. I
He was
mean.
only 25. That's really crazy. That's pretty sad. He was good in this movie. He was really good.
He did a good job, yeah.
No, what I meant is like the characters are consuming drugs, but I feel like the actors are actually consuming the real drugs.
But that'd be so funny.
Like there's that scene, or anyways, we'll talk about that later. But like they're definitely smoking weed, I think.
I was actually looking to see like the smoke density to see if it was or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It'd make it easier, I guess. I mean,
I just feel that's like his personality. Like I feel like he's one of those guys that like thinks drugs should be legalized. I just have that feeling. Like,
you're probably right. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Hey, what else happened in the movie?
it's a good movie.
Yeah, I would watch it again.
It's very entertaining. It's like Kids.
I'm not saying this as a detriment to it, but like it does feel of its time though, just like in terms of the music and
Yeah.
shit
Yeah,
like
I
that.
agree, yeah.
But I like that. I
I
like
like
that.
it.
I
I like
like
it
that. It to me, I actually like those things because like people say like it feels dated. Honestly,
No,
it-
that's
it's
kind of
very-
stupid.
yeah.
Like it is supposed to be dated. Like it's like you make a period piece and they're like it feels dated. Like I mean, it's obviously not gonna feel like a movie where there's iPhones and shit.
No, yeah, I like it. I like movies from like especially like early 2000s.
That's what I was about to say.
Early
Like that
2000s
feels like the prime time.
Because then it's
for
like
Yeah.
the
before you
story.
really had like internet and like phones coming in.
Yeah, but like it's just at the advent, you know.
Yeah, it's
So,
like technologically advanced, but like not quite there yet.
Now it's just like boring to have like phones and movies.
now young
Like,
people are bitches.
Yeah,
It's like, and then like so many movies could just be solved with like they have an iPhone,
yeah.
and it's like I don't know. At least sometimes I think about like ideas for scripts, and it's like I just think about setting it not now, so you don't have to worry about that.
That's what I was trying to talk about before. I don't think it was when we were shooting, but it was like with Tarantino or PTA how.
I bit my lip.
How they always said it in the past, just for that main reason, but it makes me think like, obviously like it's not impossible to make stories that are set now, but it just seems.
I mean, it's
like,
doable. Like especially if you want to make, like if you want to make something with like another kids, you have to make it about like kids who like really care about going outside and doing stuff like that.
Or you make like a movie like Slave.
Or Slave, yeah, where Slave is like the opposite, and it's like it embraces it, yeah.
I don't know. What's like a movie that's like recent that's been really good that's like not a period piece at all?
about like kids or what?
No, just in general.
I liked Florida Project.
I was gonna say, is
like
Florida Project kind of like this?
That one really like, but the thing about Florida Project is that it takes place. It circles around these people in poverty, so like they can't even afford to like get iPhones and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's good. Sean Baker.
Oh, you haven't seen Florida Project?
I haven't. I want to see Tangerine. Have you seen Tangerine?
Yeah, I've seen Tangerine too.
That's the one on the iPhone.
Yeah, I actually think that Florida Project was like
Underrated.
super underrated.
A24.
Oh, that sounds really good, actually.
It's awesome.
Wow.
Like it's actually like I want to make like the Florida Project of Las Vegas. Like I know that story is there, and not even just that, but even in terms of like the way I imagine depicting Las Vegas, because like most movies that are set in Vegas, it's only in the casino or gambling and shit like that.
Yeah, they don't use any like locations.
But there's so much around that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And so. I feel like that it's like prime real estate for
I think V students who don't take advantage of that are really missing out.
Fucking Fremont Street.
Fremont Street's good.
That's
yeah.
a gold mine.
But yeah, Florida Project's cool, and Sean Baker's a cool guy too. I follow him on Letterboxd. I always think you guys should get on there.
Have you ever seen Gene Dealman?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. I saw him on the Criterion channel or the Criterion Closet, and he picked a bunch of Gene Dealman movies. Or the lady who directed Gene Dealman. Have you heard of Gene Dealman?
Nah, I never heard that name.
So it's like a 4-hour movie about nothing.
Yeah, like most 4-hour movies.
Yeah.
Did he make money?
Probably not. It was made in the 70s, and it's about like this lady who like does her dishes.
Oh, I think I've heard of that.
It's like I've heard of it. It's called like Gene Dealman. And
oh
then
wait,
it's a
it has
street address.
it has like numbers.
Yeah, it's
actually
like,
I know that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I haven't seen it, but it's on my
want
watch
to
list.
see it, but I feel like it'd be super boring.
Isn't it French though? It's like
It's French, yeah.
So it's like Jean
Dealman.
Yeah. If you said it like that, I would have.
Jean.
But
I think people just call it Gene Dealman.
Gene Dealman.
Chantal Ackerman. That's the name of the person.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I haven't heard of her any of her other movies.
They're on the Criterion. My girlfriend and we watched one of them, and she does some cool short films. She's an interesting filmmaker.
Yeah, Sean Baker took like some of that filmmaker's movies.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, Sean Baker's a cool guy.
He seems cool.
He just has cool ideas about just in terms of like in terms of formats of film and digital and even just theater exhibition. So he just seems like a chill guy, and he's been making movies for a long time before he really got big. Like, but he talks about that too, where like just like the struggles of an independent filmmaker, and it took him like literally like 10 or 15 years before like Tangerine was the first one that people like noticed.
Is Tangerine? Does it look good?
I've seen it. I mean,
can
yeah,
you tell
like,
it's not?
Like you could tell it's shot on an iPhone, but like it's
not vertical, is it?
No.
That's how you can
Damien Chazelle, the guy who'd made Whiplash,
he did like
vertical cinema. It actually made me angry. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like it, but
someone said they wanted to see like Vertical 2001.
Fuck that.
Oh my god.
But
I'd rather watch the Christopher Nolan
2001
desaturated color cat.
But yeah, Tangerine, like I think it was shot on like an iPhone 5, so like in that regard, it does feel a little bit dated.
Oh shit, yo, yeah, the iPhone 5's cameras were like.
But but I think the story is pretty cool too, because it does feel like something like almost like Bully or Kids like of Harmony Korine, where it's like showing like this sort of like subculture of LA. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely like Florida Project is like an actual just like great film. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that one sounds
cool. I want to see that.
Yeah, I might watch that.
But
Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, Willem Dafoe's great in it too.
Nice.
I think I also just have a thing for just movies about children. Like,
You like kids.
Yeah. I keep saying it, but check out the 400 Blows. It's
Oh
a-
yeah,
it's a-
I've been wanting
it's
to
a
see that
great
for a
one.
while.
And it's a big influence
I need to watch- I
on
need
the
to watch
on the Florida Project.
Where the Friend's house is.
Where's the Friend's house? Yi Yi, the Edward Yang film, the
Oh.
Taiwanese film. I just think that those ones also it's just prime real estate for just like a story arc, because like or like even like Bicycle Thieves too, because like
basically
just the realization of like from absolute innocence and hope to not even it being crushed, but realizing that like there's bad inevitable bad to all the good you can think of, you know.
Yeah.
That's why I actually love the ending of Bicycle Thieves, because like have you guys seen Bicycle Thieves?
Yeah.
I'm a bitch.
Oh, you haven't seen it? Oh, don't
No.
worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I'm
Here,
sorry.
Yeah.
don't spoil it.
Oh.
Don't spoil it.
Yeah,
don't spoil it.
yeah.
I'm gonna buy the Criterion at some point.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good.
It's
Basically, really good.
actually like like
Italian neorealism.
to me it's better than Citizen Kane. Like people say Citizen
Oh,
Kane.
Yeah, I
is the
agree.
best,
I agree.
but like to me,
Ah,
like
I agree.
Bicycle
I like
Thieves
it more.
inspires me way more than Citizen Kane.
I'm mad that I haven't seen it.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's finish up Bully. Let's
Alright,
finish up
yeah.
Bully before we get too off track.
Overall, I think it's an excellent portrait of Hollywood, Florida. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
How are you gonna rate it this time?
I'll give this one a good 5 out of 7. You know what I'm saying?
5 out of 7. I like that.
I don't want to
like
give
that.
it on a 10 scale.
No, you gotta make your own scale. You gotta do like the like I said, Jeremy Johns type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fucking.
I,
What's it
I
called?
need to think
Good
of my
time, no
own
alcohol
scale.
required.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm thinking of my own scale.
Oh, okay. So if a student brought this to me, I'd probably give him like an 8 out of 10, like a B. I'd give
Okay.
him like a B. I liked it. Solid. I don't know what I would change about it. I'd ask him what he wanted to do with it, and it's like the number one question I always have for filmmakers.
I guess,
interesting.
Yeah, I guess I would view the project, and I'm asking like, what was your vision for this?
Yeah, exactly. Like, what you want.
Did you
yeah.
execute your vision, or is this what like you just had to put together?
Yeah.
This is my favorite movie that I've seen out of all 3.
Okay.
Yeah, by far. Like I really like this movie. I don't like it as much as Kids. I can't think of a scale, but I do 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Yeah.
Pretty solid.
Pretty
Yeah.
solid. It's just solid little movie.
I wouldn't say it's great, but it's really entertaining. Great characters, even if like
You don't want to stop the movie. you know?
yeah, no, it
It keeps you. The movie
Verisimilitude's pretty
keeps
good.
you for sure. You know, like
he gets you going, you know.
Yeah.
And honestly, I really like the first act before like any of the stuff about the
Yeah,
murder.
dude,
comes
dude,
out.
Honestly,
fucking-
I would have preferred a movie about that instead of like having an actual plot.
That's like what like Kids is. Kids is
Okay.
basically just like kind of like
a portrait of this.
it's like an
Yeah.
act and an ending.
Yeah. That's one thing. When I was watching Bully, I didn't know what it was me about, and then like the catalyst, like there's like, oh, we should murder Bobby. That happens what, like 30
minutes in,
in.
yeah.
Yeah, it takes a while.
Even though it happened in real life, it feels so contrived.
It does. That's like what that's what pisses me off about like the way they reveal it. It's like I don't know. It doesn't feel like a real life story.
Yeah. I guess that's the part. That
So
bothers
if you
me
didn't
more.
like, if this movie wasn't based on a true story, would it diminish?
No, because like I don't really. I kind of get annoyed. Oh, that's what I was gonna say actually about this movie. That like the fact that there is just so much sex and that it does make them feel like to portray them as so retarded, is that it almost feels exploitative to the true story in a certain sense to me.
Oh, I mean,
Oh.
yeah, I see what
Yeah.
you're saying. I guess it depends how retarded the real life people are.
Yeah, I guess that is very true. But I mean, like, I don't know. I don't think that. I just also get annoyed that like there should be some sort of prestige to movies that are based on a true story. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
But
that's
the fact that it is a true story and it feels a little bit contrived bothers me.
Okay, that's fair.
Oh, I did like. I forgot to mention this. I like how this reminded me of like Macbeth in a way. Do you guys know?
Yeah,
Sir
yeah,
Macbeth?
basically Lady Macbeth.
It's Lady Macbeth. The
Yeah,
Sir
yeah,
Macbeth.
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
the wife convinces the husband to go and kill the king so he can like, you know,
Yeah.
pursue something else.
Is this
And then- and then the-
Shakespeare
and then-
appeals to the lowest common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the fucking and then the wife ends up going crazy and stuff.
Yeah.
I thought that was a funny connection.
Oh, speaking of Macbeth, I'm looking for. I think it's coming out maybe this year. I think they're in post on it. But Joel Cohen did an adaptation of Macbeth
Another one?
with Denzel Washington and
shit.
Frances McDormand. It's supposed to come out
Oh Jesus.
That
sometimes.
will be
They already shot
interesting.
it, so we'll see.
Have you seen the Michael Fassbender one? That looks
No, but
interesting.
the director
Looks
of that, he did some other stuff too. But I heard people say that it's pretty good. But
It looks
I don't know.
visually interesting.
Yeah, it does look pretty cool. I want to check out and just because I like the actress, what's her name? The one from Midsummer,
Oh, Francis Pugh.
Frances Pugh.
No.
She has one called Lady Macbeth.
Oh, yeah.
nice.
And everyone
Florence
said,
Pugh.
Oh, Florence Pugh. Yeah, that's what it is. But Ari Aster and everyone said they saw her in that, and that's why they wanted to cast her and all sorts of shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. I didn't know
So
that.
they say it's pretty good.
She is so good in Midsummer.
Oh, speaking also of Florence Pugh, I didn't realize that
Yeah.
actually Park Chan-wook had already done an English podcast. He did a mini series, and she's the star of it. It's called The Little Drummer Girl. So I want to check that
nice.
out too.
That'd be
Okay.
interesting.
So moving on from Bully.
I like the song they play when they're going through the convictions.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
that song was good. Yeah, I like that one. The really good ending song.
Yeah.
It reminded me of Train Spotting a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, you got to see Train Spotting.
I need to see Train Spotting. Yeah.
Train Spotting's really good. Yeah. So what's next?
Beau Travail.
What Travail?
Yeah.
All right,
so
Elijah, so you recommended it?
I recommended it because I wanted to buy the Criterion. No.
I mean, just from the image, I mean,
The image is pretty cool. I forget what looked good about the movie.
wanted to get into Claire Denis.
Yeah, it was more Claire Denis.
Mhm.
I've seen High Life. High Life is like
I gotta rewatch that one.
I
'cause
gotta rewatch it.
I
but
feel like all of her movies you gotta rewatch almost.
she's got a weird. I don't know. She doesn't have a distinct style.
Like the description on like the Criterion channel where I watched it is like
Oh, it's on the Criterion Channel.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's where I watched it. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
But it they literally call her like one of the world's greatest tone poets, and that's how it feels. Like it's just like
Yeah.
kind of like setting a tone, and you're watching people with this tone. The end.
Yeah.
I will say she develops a tone.
yeah.
What part worked for you guys the best?
The ending.
I was
The
gonna say yeah.
The
that
ending is
dance-
like the
the
only
dance?
part of the movie that like I really love.
The ending's really good.
The rest of the movie though is just
I
like
think the cinematography is actually like beautiful.
Yeah, there's some good shots.
Just
dude.
some
the
yeah.
shots are really
inserts.
fucking good.
I remember one where it's like establishing shot of the beach, but then it's almost like the still life, you know, where it's just like a picture almost, but like the waves are rippling and you just see two plants. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a collage.
To me, that feels, and that's where I'm saying where like it feels like such a unique eye. Like it feels like someone's eye that sees this there at the
Yeah.
location, and like to them, this is what the location. Like this is an instant like the perfect representation of the location, and like it is I feel that and coming across the screen. You know what I'm saying? And so like to me,
Yeah.
just visually, I thought it was stunning.
it is a very visual movie.
Yeah.
It's adapted from this Herman Melville
Yeah,
book,
yeah.
Billy Budd. I didn't read too much about it, but its basic premise is like there's like an army or something, and one of the there's sailors,
Right.
and
yeah,
one
yeah,
of the
yeah,
sailors
yeah.
like fucks up or something, and then gets cast out.
Right.
Kind of
So-
reminds me of what's it called? The Albatross.
Yeah, kind of. Oh, yeah. This movie didn't do too much for me though.
I also.
It looked good.
Oh man, dude, I was watching it today. I got like 1 hour's sleep. I was like trying so hard to stay awake.
Yeah, I was watching with my girlfriend today, and then I asked her, like, do you know what's going on?
yeah.
I didn't know what was happening. I'm glad you guys felt the same way.
But
Okay, that's reasonable.
I like
I mean,
it.
it was mostly because I was like trying
That's
to stay
fair.
awake.
That's fair.
But I mean, I still enjoyed like the shots. Some of the shots were like the parts that I was like fully conscious for. I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I straight up was like hallucinating through this movie.
No, you're good.
But
I think I liked it too because just there's an opera based on that Herman Melville thing.
Billy Budd?
Yeah, from Benjamin Britten, the music. So like when the orchestra music coming in, like that's
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
opera or whatever like that, and it's just blasting.
I did like the music.
And I'm like, oh, okay, so like that's one because I remember telling you about that. Like, okay, I have all these classical music songs I want to use, but like it feels just too abrupt, you know. It just feels so out of place. But like, damn, you just gotta own it, you know. Just
Yeah,
gotta use
yeah.
it sometimes, and that's how the movie feels. So I really respect it for that.
they-
While watch, or sorry,
I was gonna say didn't they use that music during like their like yoga and stuff?
yeah, they're doing the stretches and shit.
I was like, yeah, I was
that.
thinking about that. I was like, she probably used it there because like that's how it feels to do yoga or something like that.
I like
But the music style, it feels too intense for that scene. You know what I'm saying? Like almost like this juxtaposition that to me, it represented his sort of like anger manifesting.
Yeah. I mean, it could be that.
I like the orchestral arrangements. Denis Lavant has a cool face.
The main guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His face is very distinct.
I remember him. He's in
Mr.
Mr.
Lonely,
Yeah.
yeah. I forget his voiceover though. High Life's kind of like that too. It's almost like made in a way where it's like it really wants you to focus on the visuals. The story's there, but it's like you can kind of take it or leave it.
That's what I was like with. I saw High Life too, and like both movies, like they have a plot that can be told like conventionally in like a regular movie, but then like she like makes the active choice to do like almost like the complete opposite of that. And specifically in how she cuts her movies. I don't know. I've only seen 2 of them, but it feels very like abrasive in terms of how it's progressing the story.
It doesn't
like
it feels like she's rejecting like story structure.
And
she's experimental.
Then that's what I say. Like
that's fair.
The actual during the movie, I don't enjoy it as much as after when I think about like what's going on, like the themes of it. Like once I actually think about like I've always just had this thought too, just like specifically with military and like the history of the military as this like sort of boys club, you know what I'm saying? And just the way she even just depicts that, you know what I'm saying? I found to be a pretty accurate portrayal of what it's probably like. And even just like the homoeroticism too, of just like, I don't know. Cause like I always like growing up, the rumor is like, you know, if you're gay or whatever, stuff like that, and you don't want to tell anyone, you kind of go in the military and you'll find your people there, you know what I'm saying? But
don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah.
I saw like a trailer for this movie a while back, and I thought it was gonna be more homoerotic.
Me too.
It's very I wouldn't say subtle, but
it's like you almost
just
gotta
not
sniff
as
it out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta look for it, kind of.
And like I didn't even really realize or think about it until after the movie. So I'm like, oh, okay, like that makes more sense now too.
I feel like the movie's marketed as like a gay movie.
Yeah.
Really?
And I wouldn't really call it a gay movie.
No.
Because like, I don't even know if like the main soldier's gay.
I
He
just
might
thought
be.
that the captain or the main character was like a little bit.
Or bi.
Yeah.
But it's like people like the Criterion Channel or the Criterion Collection. I almost thought made it seem like it's like a gay movie. So I was kind of like, I was interested in that because I know you said you like homoerotic. like
you
when
really
we're
you really throw me under the bus.
no, like when we're talking about Peugeot. And
Yeah.
Okay, like I feel this will be pretty interesting. I saw High Life, but like I don't know, maybe that's just the way it's marketed. I think it's not a bad movie, but it just doesn't do a lot for me.
Yeah, I feel like I would have to watch it again almost.
I'm definitely gonna revisit it though.
Yeah.
I'll revisit it, but like I almost want to revisit The Leopard before I see this again.
Oh really? See, I'd rather revisit this one than the leopard.
And then The Leopard's like a fucking horse tranquilizer. Like,
I was reading some trivia about this, and apparently this movie is pretty influential on a whole bunch of filmmakers. Like Greta Gerwig said, this is the movie that made her want to become a director.
Damn.
Greta Gerwig.
oh yeah.
And then,
it was so boring. No, I'm kidding.
But like it feels like something more for inspiration than entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that.
I wish it was for entertainment though.
I like the one scene where you see all of them marching.
Yeah,
that's
cool.
that's one of my favorite scenes. Yeah,
I like the workout stuff.
the workout stuff was good.
I like
too.
when the guy's on the wire and he's like,
Yeah,
I like really
I like
cool.
all the shots where it's like you just see the sky, like it's just them working out, and it's like there's no landscape or anything around them, like there's no
It's
environment.
just looking up at them.
Yeah,
almost.
it's like you're really just isolating what they're doing. It's really cool.
And I just love the way it's shot too, in terms of it's just like just a static camera placed there, especially when they're working out, and they're just walking by, you know.
It doesn't move too much.
I feel like it's very tempting to just follow along, you know what I'm saying? And it does have like in that one shot where they're marching across.
Yeah.
You can tell that that they had to put the dolly on the rocks because it's kind of rocking little, or maybe just because they're in a super long lens that makes the movement more noticeable. But yeah, I also like the setting too, Djibouti. Like Djibouti.
Yeah.
It seemed like an interesting place. Like that's just cool too.
I think it is like a good movie, like on colonialism, kind of. Like it addresses that all right. Like some movies are really like over the top with it, where it's like it's shoving down your throat, like this is about why colonialism is bad.
And
it's like
this is why
this
I guess,
doesn't really do it too much.
Yeah, that's why I respect it, because like there's no like the theme stated. You know what I'm saying?
Like remember when we watched Black Girl?
Yeah.
Great movie, but it's like you really get the idea, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like this, like it makes you think. And even if like I don't have like an emotional response from it, like I can't really get what her style is, and I kind of like that. Like it makes you have to be intelligent about the movie. So in that regard, I like it. I wish I just like had more to grasp onto.
Yeah, it almost feels like you need context.
Yeah.
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 I
exactly.
feel like it would help if like I understood what it was like to be a Legionnaire.
Oh yeah, maybe yeah.
Because like you're just kind of thrown into it, kind of having to know what it is. I feel that there's not really any exposition.
No,
There's
none.
the voiceover, but the voiceover is more like poems, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not much hand holding in this movie at all.
Or how do you feel, I guess, about like with the voiceover? Because like he's writing like his memoir, right? So
Yeah.
like it's more of like retrospectively thinking back, and like those are like the best moments of his life with like that. I guess I'm just asking more of like a human question, like in terms of I guess how many people in the military, like where they say like those were their years where like that strict like order and structure like just made them feel better, and then when they go and have the freedom to like just be loose and do whatever,
Like civilian life.
it really just leads to like the phenomenon of like boredom, you know?
Yeah.
What is their purpose? Do
I
they
have
just like
no
go
idea.
around and like
It
just like
seems
dance
more
and
like
shit?
almost like in the reserves, you know, like how like people are stationed all over the fucking world.
That's
like,
how it seems.
But
yeah.
they're like, there's aside from that one scene where they go like the abandoned place, they just like work out and just like stay in a shack, kind of.
Yeah, it's because like they're just waiting for that call, you know, for World War
Okay,
III to start.
okay. Time inversion. I know
What
the
else?
old guy was in like a Jean-Luc Godard movie.
Yeah, where he was also a sort of like military guy.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, Le Petit Soldat.
I guess he's good.
Have
at
you
it.
seen that?
Nah, I want to though, because I was actually watching this like little documentary thing on Jean-Luc Godard and Anna Karina, and I think that's the one. You guys seen that one picture with her holding the scissors? You know,
Maybe.
I don't think I
Across the
have. I don't think I have.
it's a pretty famous shot, but I've been wanting to check out the movie just because I've seen that shot.
Have you guys seen any Godard movies?
Yeah, I've seen Breathless, and then I saw Masculine, Feminine.
He's made a lot of movies.
Yeah,
Are
well,
they
I
in-
mean, like most of the new wave ones, like they made like a movie a year.
How do you spell his name?
Jean-Luc Godard.
But I've seen like 3 of them.
Are they? I don't know.
I don't really like Breathless.
I heard. Yeah, I went to Barnes and Noble one time, and I was like considering getting Breathless, and then the lady there's like, yeah. I
I mean, I respect it, and I like totally understand conceptually what he's like going for, but like in terms of like new wave, like I'm much more of a Truffaut fan,
okay.
or even just like a Jean-Pierre Melville or someone like that, where like they're breaking rules and they're playing with the form, but they're not like. They're not trying to like shake you, like they're not trying to wake you up. You know what I'm saying?
Is that like what his movies feel like?
That's just what Breathless is like. Where Breathless is like, oh, so you think you know what cinema is? Let me show you that like there's more to it than just like the standard.
It can
you
be
know?
anything. Type
Yeah,
of
it can be anything.
Breathless.
He's still alive. He's like
Yeah.
90, but he's still
I think
going.
he still makes stuff too.
Yeah, he made a movie a few years ago.
But yeah, I like Masculine Feminine more, and that one has the main actor from the 400 Blows, and that one too it's still pretty like, just like French New Wavy in terms of like I remember there's this one scene where like the 2 main actors are at like a mall and they're just talking and shit like that, and they walk by this guy. And then like the movie like completely goes away from the main story to follow this guy who ends up just getting murdered and just falls down and dies, and then just cuts back to the regular story. It's like he likes to play around and do shit like that.
Okay.
But I mean he's a smart guy. Like he's the one who who made the quote like cinema is
Yeah.
truth at 24 frames.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
Yeah. But like he's also a very like political filmmaker.
Yeah,
So-
he's like a
Oh,
socialist.
interesting.
Yeah.
So like half of his movies like lean towards like a certain thing. Like he has this one movie set in South America with about like the guerrilla soldiers and shit like that.
Oh, cool.
But
Guerrilla soldiers.
I heard that too. Where
Oh,
it's
really?
like after a certain point, his movies were just like political messages, kind of.
Oh, that's terrible.
I wouldn't even call him messages, but like he just becomes very much concerned with politics. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
that's disgusting.
But like, I don't know. Check out his early stuff.
Yeah, I'll check out his other
I need to
stuff,
see
yeah.
Breathless. That's
Me
I
too.
feel that's like mandatory.
Yeah, it's
Reviewing.
it's mandatory, but like, there's more to the French New Wave. You gotta see
Yeah.
400 Blows. You know
400 blows. Who's the other one? Or no, Antonini. He's Italian though.
Yeah.
He did Blow Up. Blow Up.
Let me think.
Um,
Is there anything else with how do you
I feel like there is. Do you want to talk about the ending scene?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I was gonna say.
fucking
That's what I was
awesome.
about to bring up. Like, how do you guys feel about like the nightclub stuff? Like, that was a big like juxtaposition.
I really
to-
like the opening and closing shots.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Like every time there was a nightclub scene, it was like, oh, that just woke me up.
The music in it, like the
It is-
music kicks
yeah, I like the
ass.
music,
Everyone's dancing. The lights and colors look cool.
Yeah.
I feel like the movie doesn't deserve the ending it has. The ending, like I don't even care too much that it's like
It was,
out of left field.
it was a nice treat.
It's cool, but it's like this movie's so like at times unenergetic, and then like you just have like fucking boom. It is
Yeah,
the
like he
rhythm
really,
of the night.
fucking went for it. Dude.
Yeah.
Oh, that
I
was
gonna say,
great.
That was awesome.
It was
like,
fun.
I want to see Nicolas Cage do something like that.
Once he
Yeah.
starts like spinning and shit, it's like, damn. I wish
Yeah.
this was the movie. Kinda like.
I don't know. Like, I kind of like the minimalist approach to the story, and even just like
Really?
I wouldn't. I don't know how else to describe it. Then like it almost seems like she's telling you the story with like a lack of enthusiasm, but like it's like.
I mean, it
I
seems
don't
like
know
she's
how to-
doing it for a reason.
But
you
yeah,
know?
Yeah, I'd have to see it again.
Like if she was doing it on accident and it's like, oh, that sucks.
I
Sorry,
was-
your movie's really boring.
I was doing some more research on her, and yeah, she's actually worked with Vincent Gallo a lot. Like in the '90s, in the '90s, she's made a few things with him there too.
Interesting.
I want to see the one Trouble Every Day.
Yeah, me too.
That one's
That's the one she made right after this one.
That one's
Interesting.
supposed to be pretty weird.
Really cool.
High Life is super weird too.
Yeah. Really?
With Robert Pattinson.
That movie's like
Oh shit, yo.
High Life's kind
Robert
of
Pattinson.
he's good in it.
Yeah.
But the movie's just like unnecessarily gross at
It's,
times.
it's super sexual,
Yeah, it's very sexual.
Interesting.
but
I don't know.
Okay. What would you guys give Beau Travail
Or,
on
well,
your rating?
I feel
Unless
like
you
a
have
lot
something
of
else to say.
I feel like a lot of people watch this in film school.
Do they?
I don't know.
I mean, I wouldn't be
'cause On the
surprised.
Criterion, there's like this thing where I told you guys a little bit. Like Barry Jenkins talks to her.
Yeah.
The director. Yeah. And like Barry Jenkins, like there was some stuff going on when they did the interview, and he tried to tie the movie towards that, like racism kind of. I thought it was a little broad, but he said he watched the movie in film school.
I think it's not even something in film school, but at that age where you're just kind of watching all types of shit. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely falls under all types of shit category. Like I'm not saying it's shit, but it's just like it's different. It deserves analysis.
Yeah.
You gotta think
Yeah, I
about it.
agree.
Like I find this like more confusing than like a Tarkovsky movie.
I was gonna
or-
ask you, like, how do
Yeah.
you feel about her, like this movie compared to like a Tarkovsky thing? Because like it feels abstract in the sense of like most of Tarkovsky's movies, like the actual plot is fairly simple
Yeah,
and,
like
and can be
Stalker.
explained in like a 90-minute film, but his films are like 2.5 hours.
Oh Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Just like doing shit, you know what I'm saying?
100
And like that's how this movie like kind of feels. Where like there's like okay, you can kind of like make something where like okay, there's tension and aggression between soldiers or stuff like that of different generations, whatever. But it seems like more like they're interested in exploring something else with that plot, you know?
Yeah.
And like to me, honestly, I like this one more than Bully, but
Really?
I think
Okay.
that's just because I like movies like this. That are
No, that's fair. I can understand. Like, I don't have a problem if you like the movie. Like, it's not one of those where it's like, how the fuck do they like it? Like, I want to like it more. I'd like to do not a commentary on it, but like take notes, then look at my notes after the movie, then read stuff about it.
Yeah, it's definitely like more of an acquired taste, you know. Like,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Not just any old Joe Schmo
Yeah.
can go in and like,
Like-
this movie.
Even though I didn't like it, it's not that there's stuff not to be said about it. Compared to a Tarkovsky movie, I feel like it's similar to like kind of like The Mirror, but The Mirror's more abstract. But like Ivan's Childhood, where like Ivan's Childhood's like beginning to end, and Ivan's Childhood's better. But like the visuals are just like super striking in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And like not that they aren't here, but they're just not the same. Like there's like several shots in Ivan's Childhood that just like you said, it's in your mind.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and like Tarkovsky's, he's like a special person too. So like in Stalker, every scene's like 8 minutes long,
Yeah.
and then like, but it's like worth the 8 minutes.
Right,
It just
right.
looks beautiful. And then like Andrei Rublev's just like fucking Russian history. So I don't know. They're definitely tone poems, but
I guess I don't know.
they're just more beautiful.
If I were to compare them, I would just say that like it seems like Claire Denis is just less upfront with what she's trying to get across. Like even in Tarkovsky stuff, which do feel abstract, it like okay, like he really has something. He like at certain points, like even like the most visually striking moments, it's long, but then it's a little bit longer than it should be because like then you feel like okay, like he knows what he's doing, like in terms of like making this long, you know what I'm saying? Where these ones like it feels like much more like the movie's only like 90 minutes, like economic, like okay, this is cool shot or whatever like that, but like I'm not gonna like fucking jack
there's a lot of fat and
like because like she worked as like a casting director on Sacrifice. She worked with Wim Wenders. And
Wim
like
Wenders.
Wim Wenders. And like I feel like it's not like them because she definitely had to like talk to those guys, and those guys are kind of like philosophers on film almost.
Yeah,
and I feel like the biggest thing they probably told her was like, make your own movie, you know. And this definitely feels like her own movie.
Yeah.
Like, could you compare this, like just the visual style, not knowing she's like who she's worked with? Who would you compare it to? That. Yeah. It's kind of like off the top of your head, it's like, at least for me, like it doesn't like really ring a bell.
There's one movie that's kind of reminded me of
think about it for a second if you need to, but
well, I recently watched La Ciénaga, which is this Argentinian film.
What year?
2000-ish.
Okay,
like
early 2000s.
Yeah.
La Ciénaga.
Yeah, La Ciénaga. It's
Okay.
Spanish for the swamp, but there's this thing on the Criterion Channel where Barry Jenkins was talking about it, and he was just saying more like he loves. I don't know. There's just like this thing of women filmmakers of that time that very feels like. I don't want to say like delicate, but like in terms of just like their eye of viewing things,
yeah, women filmmakers are interesting.
and
Makes
that's what I was
stuff.
gonna say. Is like to me this feels like
You can almost tell
a feminine look into masculinity. You know what I'm saying?
That's pretty cool.
Because like if a guy made this, I
What
think
would he
there'd be
focus
one
on?
more fight scene. You know what I'm saying? Like
There'd be
there's
more
fucking-
violence,
Yeah, you know,
yeah.
it'd be more violent, and this doesn't feel that.
Even more sex. I
Yeah.
feel like there'd be like more like gay stuff in the movie. Like honestly, like
and
like if someone like he wouldn't make this, but like if Lars von Trier made it, someone along those lines, it's like you're getting an eyeful.
but
Who's your favorite woman or like woman filmmaker?
it feels so basic.
Female.
But probably Agnes Varda.
Oh, okay.
But I
need to
don't
see more of her
know. I don't know. I haven't because she's made so much shit. I haven't seen that much from her. But I just as personality wise, I like her the most.
She's really funny. I think.
Yeah, she's actually like super charming. And
She's got
super
that
cool.
vibe.
Yeah.
You know.
And then I'm trying to think.
I need to think about this.
I mean, Chloe Zhao is pretty cool right now. Just
Nomadland.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
The Writer.
I haven't seen The Rider.
But
Rider's good.
yeah, because like I think I talked about this before, but it feels like a new sort of like American neo-realist thing that she's kind of doing. Where like
Okay.
it's all unprofessional actors, but in shit like that. But
Kind of like subculture-y.
yeah, but like almost like documentary style, where like they're just kind of catching shots and they kind of have a plot, but you learn about like the
Yeah.
subculture and shit like that.
It's just about like the person.
And I guess like I don't know, cause like I respect Sofia Coppola, but like I don't really like her movies as much.
Virgin Suicides is cool.
That's the only one that everyone says is cool. You know. What I'm
Have you
saying?
seen Lost in Translation?
I've seen like all her movies except
really?
except for her like last The Beguiled, and I didn't see the new one On the Rocks, and then
That looks boring.
then she made one in like 2011 with Elle Fanning. I haven't seen that one either.
Oh, The Bling Ring?
No, I've seen
No.
that one. It's a different. It's just about a father and a daughter.
Virgin Suicides was cool.
Yeah.
I really like
that
the
one
Virgin
looks cool. I see
Suicides.
pictures from that one. On
Music's
Yeah,
Instagram.
great.
I really
It's
like
good.
Virgin Suicides, but
It's got some interesting shots in there too.
it just it's yeah, just the way it's shot, it feels like a warm summer memory. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, it's just warm.
The cinematography is pretty warm.
Yeah, I forgot who shot that, but he was like
Let
he's
me
like a real
see.
deal guy. But I'm trying to think of other
Real
female.
deal guy.
Oh, there's like Catherine Bigelow. She did Point Break. That's a fun one.
Oh, and
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
and
Oh,
like
shit.
fucking.
She was married to James Cameron.
Hurt Locker.
Oh shit.
Hurt Locker, Zero
Yeah,
Dark
Hurt
30.
Locker, yeah.
She did all the like Middle East movies.
But she feels like I don't know.
Hurt Locker seems good. I feel like a dick. None of the movies on my favorite films list.
Or maybe
Yeah.
whatever. It happens.
Oh.
Oh, Ed Lackman. I knew it. The guy who shot Virgin Suicides. He was also
Oh.
the cinematographer and co-director on Ken Park.
Oh, nice.
No fucking way.
Yeah,
wow.
that's really
That's
cool.
crazy. There's actually an Angelina Jolie movie that I want to see. It's like a Middle Eastern movie.
Oh yeah,
I forget its
she's
name.
directed some stuff.
Fuck.
Or there's Greta Gerwig, obviously.
Lady Bird's okay.
I liked Lady Bird more than Little Women.
I didn't see Little Women. I need to. Let me see about movies I've seen.
Oh, Karen Kusama.
Who's that?
I fucking she made the Invitation. Have you seen that one?
The horror movie?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
it's really if you haven't seen it, you should check it out.
Okay. Pretty cool.
But then she also did Jennifer's Body. I like that movie.
Oh, with Megan Fox?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's pretty funny.
That's fair.
I haven't seen her latest movie, Destroyer, but she's pretty cool.
Trying to look for
What-
this
what-
one old list.
Who's your favorite woman, female?
Let me think. I don't think I have one.
Nah. At least we're honest.
I mean, I just don't know that many.
Yeah, me.
I just don't- I don't-
Yeah,
I
that's the
barely know
problem.
I haven't
It's-
seen.
it's-
But it's like whenever I've seen a movie made by a woman, I keep forgetting their names.
Oh,
But
Ava DuVernay.
you
She
can-
did Selma.
oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
well you can kind of tell when a woman makes a movie. It's interesting.
I guess.
I mean, I guess I need to pay attention to when I'm watching a movie made by a woman.
Oh, what's her name? Ratcatcher. Lynn Ramsey.
Lynn Ramsey. There we go.
She's
That's
cool.
fair.
She's
Lynn
cool.
Ramsey's good. Fuck.
Okay, should we move on to joint security area?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hold
but-
on. I want to find one made by a woman though.
Ooh. I guess you guys should check out this movie. It's called The Watermelon Woman, but it's from a female
Huh.
director. Her name's Cheryl Dunye.
That's a cool title.
Okay.
But it's like half documentary then half narrative. Where it's about a filmmaker who works at a video store, and so she's trying to make this documentary. So half the movie is the actual documentary she's making,
That's a really cool poster.
and then the other half is like the actual story.
That's kind of like some symbio toxoplasm stuff.
Yeah,
I like that.
but
So I like the poster.
but it's cool. I like how it looks, and yeah. But it's about like I don't know. I don't know how to describe it.
Did you ever see The Beaver with Mel Gibson?
Mm-mm.
That movie's kind of cool. It's like a comedy drama. Jodie Foster directed it.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Whoa.
she's a director.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that movie.
But yeah.
I don't know if I saw a movie in 2019 or 2020 directed by a woman. Oh boy. That's not going to get me points. I saw The Gleaners and I, but Black Girl feels like it could have been directed by a woman.
Was it?
No.
Oh boy.
Oh, I saw Saint Maud. That was directed
Oh,
by
okay.
Rose Glass. I haven't seen anything else from her.
Nothing else.
Rose Glass.
Let me think. I remember one woman I watched. I mean, not one woman. One movie I watched made by a woman. It was The Hours. Pretty
Oh,
sure-
yeah.
Yeah, that one. You
Wait.
can tell that one was made by a woman.
A woman directed that one?
I'm pretty sure.
Frances Ha feels
Fairly
like
certain
it's
about
directed
that.
by a woman.
Frances Ha is actually one of my favorite movies.
Really?
Yeah, I love
Oh, wow.
Frances Ha. But that's also because I love the French New Wave, and it actually pulls songs from the 400 Blows. And so I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
oh,
Okay.
I was also very angry because in high school, when I was telling you about that thing where I was going to make a feature or whatever, like I was basically just do like a French New Wave
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And then Frances Ha does it but does it way better than I could have ever done it. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, damn it.
Goddamn, yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
But I think Francis Ha. That's probably my favorite Noah Baumbach film.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I like Marriage Story.
Yeah, I actually really like that too.
Marriage
It's one of my
Story?
favorite
Oh.
from 2019. But
Marriage Story.
but Francis Ha, I think it's a gem.
Ooh.
Who directed Marriage Story?
Noah
Noah
Baumbach.
Oh, okay.
I was on the Criterion Channel. They had a whole bunch of short films from this lady. Her name is Jennifer Reeder. They're pretty cool.
Damn, I've only seen like several movies directed by women.
Yeah,
gotta
I
step
mean,
it
there's,
up.
in general, I don't think there's that many.
There aren't as many.
Well, I
but
mean, like,
still.
yeah, just like
You gotta find them.
ratio wise.
Yeah, it's
But
like-
I mean, they're it's not like they're not out there. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys should check out Promising Young Woman, as directed by a lady.
That got nominated for like Best Picture.
All sorts of shit. I like honestly, it just seemed like it's a good movie, but like
It got nominated because it's.
it's like like the Academy. They usually just nominate the movies that everyone has seen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
yeah.
And that just seemed like a movie that everyone saw. So like, oh, okay, I didn't really get to see this, and this.
Right.
It's not like there's anything else that I think is missing from the. I haven't even really looked at the list. I don't really care this year.
It's all about what's popular too, because like something like Waves isn't popular, but I mean, like that movie fucking deserves at
Rules,
least
yeah.
like a fucking like soundtrack or not-
Directing, cinematography.
cinematography, maybe even acting.
Yeah.
Depending.
Yeah, for the dad.
And I mean, like the people. It's like about like a black family.
Mm-hmm.
So like
Oh, you think that it's
A little off.
social?
sometimes like I mean, the Oscars, they got the diversity thing. So it's
The quota.
in a way it's just about like what's popular.
Yeah.
But I think that Promising Young Woman is actually a good film. Like it actually does subvert your expectations. Like
Really? Okay.
like multiple times though. So I would check it out.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. For sure.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Claire Denis, that I didn't really understand your movie.
Clearly, I think you're pretty cool.
No, I still think you're cool. She has this cool like French American accent.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
tell she's French.
Oh, really?
It's hard to understand her a little bit. Yeah, she's cool though. And then you see her, and you're like, how the fuck did she make High Life?
Yeah.
She's just like this cute little old like French lady.
Yeah, she's old. She's like in her 70s now.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
But yeah, High Life. Oh boy.
Are we gonna
Let's check on that. Yeah. Rating. So.
I don't know. I need to give it another
Yeah,
shot.
I
but
would
I'd give it like a. I feel bad, but like a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, I didn't watch it in the right frame of mind. No, dude, it's flat out.
Don't worry about it.
I was flat out like hallucinating while watching this movie. It's pretty funny.
I
dude.
like the acting in it.
I think the acting was
acting's
good.
really
Acting
good.
was really good. Yeah.
It's not a bad movie. It's just I can see how it's hard to connect with it.
Yeah, this is like a movie where I'd be asking a lot of questions about like what they wanted. It's
And
like
I like movies that are like really visual, but some of them too. It's just like it doesn't hit you.
Do you feel
So-
like sometimes like you only notice the visuals like if like the camera is like doing shit?
Let's see. Let me think about it. No, because I like Michael Haneke,
Oh yeah, okay.
and like he
yeah,
does
his
a
is
lot.
very static.
Yeah, he does like long static, and then let me think about that though. It can't just be Michael Haneke. When the camera's moving, it is easier to notice it.
Yeah, because that's what I was gonna. Sometimes
Like Elephant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes like a second watch to really appreciate what
That's
they're
fair.
trying to do. But that's what I was gonna say. It feels weird to almost give this movie a grade without watching it twice, but at the same time, that in itself should tell you about the grade that you need to watch it twice. You know.
It's not a movie made for grades.
So I'm gonna give it.
yeah, it's
I'm
really
gonna give
not.
it a 13 out of 17 for now, with room to improve.
Yeah, this feels very like you kind of have to know what she was trying to do. Like this feels like something that was very personal, almost.
13 assets. So it just changes every time. I
yeah,
like that.
you know, because like you can't use. This is not Shakespeare. There's no lowest common denominator.
No, yeah, she's definitely a filmmaker with skill and talent. It's not a bad movie.
Yeah, I would give it like a 6 out of 10 or
I
something.
don't
like
feel
that.
the urge to watch it again.
I
but
might watch
I
like,
should-
snippets.
I should watch it again for Claire Denis. Like we need to all watch The Leopard again.
yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, let's just like take a bunch of shrooms and watch The Leopard.
That's what I was gonna. I'd do that on acid. You know, just watch the leopard. And
I wouldn't. I would do like Stalker again. I'll just always watch Stalker. I feel like The Leopard on acid would just like turn into like a comedy or something, or just like that movie's so like dramatic.
Actually, it is a little bit difficult to watch something like that on acid because like it's really hard to read. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I don't want to read. I actually just want to watch.
It'd be like it's your birthday and you could go to Chuck E. Cheese, but you decide to go to church. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Good job though. Clay.
Yeah, it was I mean, you could just well shot everything.
All
Good
right.
to look at.
So
All right,
now-
so joint security area.
Oh yeah, Park Chan-wook.
Okay.
This is his feature directorial debut. I hadn't seen it before I recommended it for the podcast, but I just wanted to just check it off my list.
And
Or is it?
So I liked all the Korean stuff.
mhm.
The English language stuff like fell super flat for me.
Oh, really?
Like it actually bothered me. Like, but
the woman speaking English.
Yeah, and it's
kinda?
not even just because she was like speaking English, but it's because like her character is supposed to be someone who's not from Korea. Like she's like supposed to like grew up speaking English her whole life, and it sounds like she learned the specific words for the scene.
script, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Did she like in the character? The character didn't grow up in America, did she?
Well, no, it's like she's like they're from Sweden or Argentina. They're from somewhere, but
Why can't they speak that language? That would have been cool, you know?
It's
I
probably
don't
cheaper
know.
to get
Yeah.
some
Yeah,
English-speaking
yeah.
actors, you know.
I mean, did you read the thing like this was like the highest grossing film in Korea?
Yeah, of
at the
2000
time.
or whatever,
Whoa,
yeah.
what the
or like it was the highest grossing film in Korean history at that time.
Oh,
It
shit.
probably just has to do with the fact that a movie about the
North
whole
Korea.
border.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
It's definitely like I feel like if you're from Korea, this could be like
Like a big deal.
not like a Fight Club movie, but it's like a movie like everyone knows about.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
Like I even read something where it's like the movie was presented to Kim Jong Il. So it's,
Quentin Tarantino put it on his top 20.
yeah, that kind
Oh,
of.
for real?
Yeah, of movies that had been made since he started making movies.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, it was. One of
Interesting. That's a good way to put it. I don't know why. Did he put Old Boy on there?
no.
He puts this on there, but not
yeah,
Old Boy. Like,
yeah, but I mean it was like. Yeah, and it was from 1994 to 2009. So he should have put them, whatever. But
I can't. I don't see how this movie's more entertaining or interesting or visually like impressive than Old Boy.
But like
Who knows?
Did he not see it?
narratively or thematically, do you think it's?
Did he
yeah,
not
that's,
see it?
That's probably
He
yeah.
probably didn't see it.
I like Park Chan Wook, and I don't want to do the movie everybody likes, so I'll do the movie
Yeah.
no one's heard of. I don't know.
I mean, I still really enjoyed the movie.
Me too.
I
enjoyed it.
And
Yeah.
I like that's not to say it doesn't have its moments of visual
Yeah.
flair, specifically in the transitions. Like you can already tell from right there, like he's really interested in not moving from scene to scene, like step to step, but almost like skating, where you're not actually lifting your feet off. If you know what I mean? It's like a smooth transition.
Okay.
And I always respect that, and also just like, there's this one shot where it's like the bullet goes through the fucking wall, and then the camera goes through.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And he loves to do shit like that. Like he made this one short film for this like thing. You guys should check it. It's called 3 Extremes. Where
Three
it's just
Extremes.
Oh shit, that's the weird movie, right?
Yeah.
I want to see
it's
that.
it's so like it's like 3 different Asian directors. One from Japan, one from Korea, and one from Hong Kong.
Oh, that's
China.
really cool.
And
Takashi Miike.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
in the first one, it's Park Chan-wook, Takashi Miike, and then his name's like Edward Chan, I want to say.
Oh, that sounds really fucking cool.
And it's surprisingly, even though Park Chan-wook and Takashi Miike are in there, my favorite was the Chinese one, or the
okay.
Hong Kong one. But yeah, he does the same. Park Chan-wook does the same thing in there, where like the camera is just like literally just going through like the fucking cracks in the ceiling and shit like that.
Okay.
But I thought that all the stuff, like the actual like, once they're all together and hanging out, like I think that was pretty interesting. Oh, I guess I was also not. I wasn't only bothered by the just the English language speaking parts, but even I guess I'm not really the biggest fan of movies that like start
After.
like the movie is told like there's
Yeah.
they're trying to figure out what happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't
And
like
so-
that.
so, like,
framing
there's, like,
device.
So anytime it cut away from the actual story to like the whole investigation, I was really annoyed because like that shit was not working.
It started out and it was like the beginning is okay. Like I'm not too interested in what happened. It just seems like just some weird, not murder, but like just he was captured or some shit like that. Like, I
Yeah.
wasn't too interested. It seemed pretty basic. It got a lot more interesting when you like when you're actually there with the characters and you see the relationship like develop and stuff like that.
Exactly.
That was the most entertaining part.
Yeah.
For sure. I was unraveled in that.
The way they so like it's like 3 parts, right? So it's like area, then security, then joint.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Security is the most interesting one, but in the first like act, I guess, they frame it as it's almost gonna be like a Korean Rashomon,
Yeah, exactly.
where it's like it's gonna be like a movie about like
Yeah,
what
yeah,
happened,
yeah,
what's
yeah.
the truth, and then no, it's just literally like a framed narrative that's cut into like 3 parts, and then what actually happens is in the second part, or what actually happens is revealed in the third part. But like the second part's the most interesting part of the movie, I think, because
Exactly.
it's like that's what you come to this movie for.
Yeah.
Like South Korea, like North Korea border. And you're seeing the way these people interact, and it's actually pretty humorous. It's almost like a little bit like borderline comedy in some parts. But the framing device is just like very exposition based.
And that
it's so
it feels,
unnecessary feeling.
It feels just weak, like in terms of like they're doing it to pad up the story, you know, because it is a
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
short movie, and like it just feels like something I would do, you know, like oh, I don't know how to make the script longer, so let's frame this narrative, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, I know you can do better. I know you can do better, Park Chan-wook.
It's his first movie, but it almost feels like a Hollywood movie in that respect.
Yeah,
Where it's
exactly.
like that. She's literally just a plot device. She isn't a character. I think there's the one thing about like her dad was North Korean.
Yeah, her dad was
Yeah.
a North Korean like a refugee. Or
But I
whatever
couldn't give a shit about her.
But,
me
like,
she
neither.
wasn't
Me
interesting.
neither,
Yeah,
But like, what's his name? Song Kang Ho.
yeah,
He's a great actor.
yeah.
Which one was he?
He's the guy in Parasite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I remember him.
He's really interesting the whole way through. Like he has kind of like that breakdown. Calls him like a capitalist pig. He hails
Yeah,
Kim
that was
Jong
good.
Un.
That was a good part.
That had to
good.
be an interesting like react. Like imagine like being in the Korean cinema when that part comes on. Like oh shit.
Yeah.
That's probably like a reason people saw it a lot.
Yeah, no, but you guys still think of it too. If like it hadn't been that long since like South Korea wasn't still under a military regime. You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
like it's like it was a pretty hot topic at the
Yeah,
time. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Then they're making a movie about it. Yeah. What'd you think, or what'd you think about it overall? Like,
I enjoyed
overall?
like I enjoyed
oh, did you say that already?
Yeah.
My bad.
No. I mean, like the emotional beats, like, I mean, besides the lady, I don't give a shit about the lady, but like when it came to those people, like those beats really hit me.
Yeah, the 4 guys. Like
Yeah,
it was like to me. Sorry. You,
I was just gonna say, it felt so fun. So like watching them fuck around. It's like it
Yeah.
just seems like it was like a genuinely, and not even just that. It's like there's the aspect of it that like they shouldn't be friends. So it's like they're almost being rebellious in a way. So it's like it makes it even more fun. It really heightens their relationship, makes it really special.
It's got some good themes about unity
Yeah.
in there. Like, it feels like it's a movie that's trying to bring people together, not keep it divided.
yeah.
What are you gonna say?
I forgot.
No, you're good. There are some shots too of just like, I don't remember all of them off the top of my head, but like, there's the shot where they're taking the picture together, and there's gonna be like the Korean dictators in the background.
Yeah.
So they frame it to get them out of there.
Yeah. Oh
There's
yeah.
a shot where like I think it's like a match cut where they all bring. It might not be a match cut, but they like bring all their cups together. There's just like a lot of shots of like people coming together in the movie, and like then you also have like good shots where it's like the overhead of the, I guess the DMZ,
Yeah.
where it's like the line and good like antithesis of like or juxtaposition of like unity and division.
I agree. I like the one shot where he brings I forget the name of the characters, where he brings a friend across the bridge and they cross the line.
Yeah,
And it's just it's just their feet, and you could just you could tell just by body language of the feet like how they're feeling.
Exactly.
It's so clever.
Oh,
I really
okay.
like that. I really like that a lot. I wish he would have just kept it on that because he comes up to the face, but I like that shot where he's like you could see how like hesitant the other guy is just based on his boots.
What do you think the purpose is of framing it the way they did?
And
Like,
that,
why-
and that shot specifically,
Oh,
or what do you mean?
The
Oh, I
story.
meant
Or
the story.
The story.
I didn't mean to take away from that.
Oh no. I see what you're saying.
Because like the movie, like I feel like everyone's favorite part of the movie is the second act. But why do you have to make it a mystery? Like why
I guess.
does it
if
have
you,
like
if,
merit
if
to
you
it?
think, I guess conceptually, if it's like the frame narrative is supposed to imply like, okay, Korea, you should look upon your own past and look to see why you are what you
Oh,
are.
that's
right now,
fair.
You know what
That's
I'm saying?
fair.
But at the same time, like I said, it's just really fucking annoying to me.
It's like I get that point, but it's you dedicate a large portion of the time to the movie for like something that's so like minuscule, kind of like a theme
Yeah.
that's minuscule.
I don't know, the whole framing thing. I genuinely feel like they just dropped the ball on that.
Yeah.
They just,
Yeah.
it just doesn't feel like it was a good choice.
That doesn't feel like an old boy thing. Like
No.
I was thinking about it's like we like ask this question a lot. Can you feel like this guy went on to make Old Boy, like Larry Clark making Bullies?
I
Like,
would no, I would not say. I would not say
it
that.
feels very like studio.
like even like this the lighting, like the lighting really bothered me. The cinematography was
It's
like
not nothing too
it was a
special.
little bit flat at
Yeah.
some certain points.
You saw the vampire one, right?
Thirst.
Thirst?
Yeah, you can tell he made Thirst.
How does
This compared to
Yeah.
Thirst. Thirst
I haven't
is
seen
like
Thirst, but,
Old Boy's better than Thirst. Thirst I thought was okay.
but like Old Boy's like the peak.
yeah. Third, I hear The Handmaiden's good too.
I really like the Handmaiden, but like
It's not Old Boy.
it honestly it takes away from it if you're expecting Old Boy. That's what I'm saying. Like that's
yeah.
why like I don't want to
That's
hype it
fair.
up that it's from the same guy. I just like you should just check it out. You know?
No. Thirst's got a lot of like cool camera movement, special effects shit going on.
Nice.
Yeah, like Thirst is a good visual movie. And then like the themes with it too are just the way they tackle the vampire genre is clever. Like
That sounds interesting.
yeah, you can tell it's from the Old Boy guy.
Yeah.
Old Boy's just
Old Boy
better
guy.
cuz like it's Old Boy. But I definitely recommend Thirst. Like you can enjoy I'd actually want to watch Thirst again.
Okay.
Just because when I watched it too, I kind of watched it in parts just because that's the way like my schedule was at the time. But there's a lot of like cool stuff going on with the camera.
Okay.
So and the themes of it.
Yeah.
It's very different from Joint Security Area. Along the same path though of Old Boy, because Old Boy takes an interesting spin on like noir revenge movies.
Yeah.
So Thirst does an interesting spin on vampires.
But that's what I was gonna say because like Old Boy, like even though it's the peak, it I don't want to say it feels completely like an anomaly to the rest of his filmography. But like to me, the fact that he made Old Boy kind of takes away from anything else he's ever gonna make because you can't stop.
Yeah.
You can't help
yeah.
yourself but think about
Yeah.
Old Boy. Like I wish I was watching Old Boy than this movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like with Pulp Fiction.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
It's like that Pulp Fiction type of thing where you can't help but think of it.
It's like whenever you ask someone like about a Quentin Tarantino movie, they're like, "Well, it wasn't Pulp Fiction."
Exactly.
You know, it's like you have a good point because you can't just you got to look at each movie individually.
Yeah.
You know, you can't.
I guess how much while you guys were watching it did you do think about Old Boy though? Like
I tried not to because I was really into the DMZ part, but I wasn't like glued to Old Boy.
No, me neither. I was.
You know, I've actually had that happen more with like other directors.
Oh yeah.
Like I think I've had it happen with like Kubrick.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I watched Lolita, I'm like thinking about like 2001, Barry Lyndon, Eyes Wide Shut, or even like Paul Thomas Anderson. I really like I like Hard Eight, but like it's not Boogie Nights. You know, I just thought like the first and third act were really bland. Are you guys thinking of like Old Boy when you're watching it?
I wasn't really much.
I mean, I was just hyped up for it, and then
That's
but
yeah.
then you start it, and like you just try your best not to because like at least for me, I already know it's gonna ruin it if I just start comparing it. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
then
saying?
it's like
I already had that experience like with Handmaiden, where like if I just watch the Handmaiden on its own without like knowing all the pretense of okay, Park Chan-wook directed
Yeah.
this and all this shit, I think I would have enjoyed it a little bit more. You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
I know people really like The Handmaiden though.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah. Like one time I thought about like recommending The Killing, Stanley
Oh, yeah.
Kubrick's first movie, but then I thought about it and it's like I'm just recommending it because it's Stanley Kubrick's first movie, and it's like I want to see this at some point.
I actually like The Killing a lot. Yeah.
You like The Kill? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good movie, but it's like, I mean, I'll just be like thinking of the conversation will be like, oh, I can see how Stanley Kubrick went on to
Exactly,
do this type
yeah,
of thing.
yeah.
So it's one of those. What else about it?
Yeah. What else about joint security area?
The middle, like when there's that part where they're interviewing the other Korean soldiers, and one of them says like, "Oh, this guy's like really a man. Like he stepped on a mine in the middle
Oh,
of
yeah, that's funny.
the forest, and he got out of it." I actually was like, I didn't think they were gonna revisit that.
Oh yeah,
So
I
I'm
didn't think
like,
so either.
I'm
yeah.
like, damn, this guy's like,
Yeah, yeah,
this
yeah.
guy's tough. And I like how they tie that in as like that's basically the catalyst for the second act.
Exactly.
And that's pretty cool. Like that's just a clever idea, you know.
Yeah.
Most of the stuff comes back around in the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know. That's like a Park Chan-wook thing.
I think a Korean thing. They really
It's a
are.
Korean
That's true.
thing,
Yeah, that is a Korean thing.
That's what I was thinking when you start getting into the relationships and stuff. Is like this feels like a Korean movie. Like I'm feeling really emotionally attached to these characters right now.
And I feel like what I was saying about Say the Green Planet, but like Korean, like a lot of stuff, it just feel like almost like the rainbow genre type of thing, where like they do hit all the stuff.
They hit,
Yeah.
they really do. It's impressive.
Maybe that's why they do frame it like that, because they want to have like that mystery element, then they want to have the action.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
You can kind of tell like Park Chan-wook would go on to do, I guess, more violent stuff, just because like some of the I didn't expect it to be a violent movie, but there are some blood sprays.
I mean, yeah, there's one where the brain like
Yeah,
Yeah.
that part's kind of gross.
What do you guys think about that whole scene?
the
Scene, yeah.
the like third act one.
Yeah, where they should finally show what happens.
I was
It's
a little bit
kind-
sad. Man.
Yeah,
Yes.
like sad
I was
that
more sad that like the one North Korean guy who pulls the gun on him, you know, it's like damn, you know.
you're like yeah.
At the end of the day, like I'm not surprised, just disappointed, you know.
Yeah.
It's just interesting because it's like it really like gets that idea in your head that they're basically like the same people,
Yeah.
and they're just divided over like really trivial stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty like it gets that point across, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
Like it's not emotional enough to like end what's going on, but it's a good reflection on it.
Yeah, I agree.
Or even just the twist that it was the nerdy South Korean guy that killed everybody.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What do you guys think about the ending when the guy kills himself?
Oh, when he shoots himself.
Yeah, shoots himself. Yeah.
It's cool.
What does he say?
I don't think
fuck.
did he say anything?
Yeah, because he said something like poetic, right? Like, you know.
I don't remember. I
Just-
remember he looked up at the window and he looked at the girl, and then the girl was running down. And he has it in his mouth and he just shoots himself.
Did he?
I don't remember. Did he say anything, Elijah?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I saw that part and it's like this is how it's gonna end. I don't know. The third act like was a letdown for me.
I guess I felt more emotion like when they actually have the face to face after the fact.
That was good. Yeah, they
You
should have
know?
ended it about there.
and shit, but yeah.
The second part kicks ass, honestly.
Yeah, the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That's the best
And
part.
it
Flat out.
hypes me up for something cool to happen in the third act, and it just like it didn't pay off for me. Yeah.
Do you prefer movies that kind of just like ramp up to a like
A grand conclusion.
yeah?
No. It depends what the movie's going for.
Yeah.
I feel like this movie really hypes up the conclusion. Like it's the first act sets it up that like something happens as something strange happened. Then the second act is like developing like how they became friends and stuff. And then there's that part where he opens the door, which is basically then it cuts to him after he jumped out of the building. He's on the ground. He opens the door to the North Korean officer, and it's like, okay, some cool shit's gonna happen. And it's like it didn't really end up surprising me. But it's like the movie really hypes up that like something interesting is gonna happen.
No, I totally feel you. Yeah.
Then there's like movies like we keep saying it, but like Elephant. Like that movie
I can't
doesn't.
wait to watch that one.
That movie doesn't.
It doesn't like disappoint what it's like.
It doesn't like change what it. I don't know. Or what's a movie we all see? Like Bully.
You bully.
Like Bully doesn't really. I wouldn't say it has like a grand conclusion.
Bully has
Yeah.
like, to me it felt like so abrupt though, because like they kill him, then like they're talking and then they're immediately locked
I
up.
do like abrupt endings, like Eyes Wide Shut. I love the way Eyes Wide Shut ends.
Oh really?
I know like a lot of people don't really like it, but I think it, in a way, it kind of culminates the movie. But it's just so like, it's so sudden.
I'm so
you know?
glad we talked like really in depth about the ending.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the conclusion was like it was on purpose because it was like the whole thing was like
about fucking.
is about fucking, but it's about like the idea of fucking but not showing it to you almost. you know,
Yeah,
like
it's
really
like-
hiding it from you.
The idea of sex is more
Yeah.
more like enticing than sex.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we're gonna give you an ending. It's like, now we don't give you an ending.
And then I was just reading this in like the Eyes Wide Shut trivia, and it's like, anyone would figure this out, but it's like the last word in a Stanley Kubrick movie is fuck. Like, it's just goofy. But it's like, it all depends what the movie's going for, I guess. What do you guys think about? That's a good question.
Abrupt endings?
No, like, do you like movies with like?
Oh, like a
that
build,
lead
like
up
a
to
builds
big
like a
conclusions?
like really
Do you like more like
structured-
build up movies or like?
Like
I find myself.
Sorry, you go.
No, you know, you've already done that for me like 2 times.
Sorry. Oh, I was just gonna say, like, I do enjoy a good abrupt ending, like Uncut Gems. Like that one actually
Yeah,
like
that's a
get
good
me,
one.
like
That's a
it
good
made
one.
me stand out of my seat. I was like, oh, what the fuck? Like, yeah, I loved
It's a
it.
good one.
But then at the same time, like, I kind of like how, like, I kind of like the quieter endings where you're kind of like stewing on it and like,
Damn.
yeah, I thought, because maybe it's just my brain, but most of the time I expect it to be some sort of big thing. So I'm like, okay, how are you gonna fucking, surprise me this time?
Okay.
And the real surprise is like, I'm not even gonna. They don't even do that. You know?
No, yeah. It subverts your expectations,
Yeah.
kind of like
Yeah.
that. I will say a movie that does kind of like get indulgent in having a big ending. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I would say like the past 3 or 4 Tarantino films.
Oh yeah, and
Because like Django, like,
It's a big ending.
yeah.
They've all been pretty big.
Even
recently.
Hateful Eight, where it is
that's a
more
big,
of just like this like stage play thing. In
Yeah.
the end, it's just
I don't know.
heads exploding.
At least for like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it really builds up because it's like you know what's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
And at least in my head, it's like oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, and then like
It did deliver.
the subversion is like fuck, and then just like how violent it is, it's like
Yeah.
over the top violence.
Yeah.
It's just like, to me, I'm not like a big like clapper like for movies, but that movie makes me want to clap. Like I don't really get scared in movies either, and I saw the movie in theaters, and it's not really a horror movie, but like leading up to the climax in that movie,
Also,
it's like
the Spawn Ranch scene, to me,
Yeah,
that
that
was the
part's-
most tense part of the movie.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
so impressed.
there's like a lot of close-ups in that scene, and
Yeah.
it builds tension well.
I don't know. Yeah, just even. There's just something about that scene to me that,
It
that I
gets
think
you?
about. Yeah.
Yeah, ranches are kind of desert ranch in the middle
Yeah,
of
it
nowhere.
reminded me of almost like Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah,
just-
that's fair. I understand that. But I really didn't know what was going to happen in the third act. And I'm like, oh, shit. Like, I was pretty attached to the characters. I don't want that to happen. And then it's just like, he flips the tables on you. And it's like, damn. Like, grandiose ending. Probably one of my favorite endings.
Yeah.
Like,
Really?
Definitely,
The
yeah.
flamethrower.
Yeah. And then you see the movie again, and there's some foreshadowing, like with the dog. He and
Yeah.
that's how.
Yeah.
And then he's like ex-military dude, kind of. So it's like trained his dog, and I don't know. That's an ending that really stands out to me for being so like insane and like builds up to the hype and then delivers on the hype.
Yeah, it definitely got me like. My mouth was open.
It's like if you don't like the movie, that's definitely your favorite scene.
Yeah,
My mouth was
My
open.
mouth was open. Yeah.
It's like you start off the scene and then just slowly it's like,
You're like, oh, what? Yeah, it's like
he did
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
no, there's definitely movies that do that. I feel like The Matrix does that, even though I haven't seen it.
You ended up watching it on Saturday or whatever?
No,
No,
they took
no.
it. They took it off anyways because
Oh, okay.
the Matrix. They're making another one apparently.
Yeah, Matrix 4 comes out this year.
Oh fuck, dude.
That means I need to see all three of them now.
I am looking forward to it.
Only one of
I
them's
wonder what the
directing it.
fuck they're gonna do, man.
See,
Like,
if
what the
it-
fuck are they gonna do?
I feel like
What are
if
they
they
gonna do?
said it now, it'll be something like where like, oh, the human race has successfully created another AI, but now it's AI within the Matrix. It's a Matrix within the Matrix, you know?
They might do that. That'll be interesting. if they
Oh,
do
it's like what we
something
were
that.
talking about the other day.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
Like the actual instant that like humans are able to create AI, the probability that we are actually living in a simulation, it just like
It
skyrockets,
increases, right, yeah.
So
because
yeah.
everything can turn into a simulation.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like who's to say that the sentient beings that we creating aren't creating their own shit, you know
Right,
what I'm
yeah,
saying? And
yeah.
then that means that someone could have created us, But whatever.
No, it's pretty cool to think about.
But
I need to check out The Matrix. I really haven't had that movie spoiled for me either.
That's incredible. Dude.
It is pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it means to be red pilled.
Wow.
I'm pretty stupid. I don't know. But it's like, I don't know. It's like having like Fight Club not spoiled for you.
Yeah, that's also.
Did you have Fight Club spoiled
No.
for you when you saw it?
No,
Yeah.
I didn't have.
Oh,
yeah, because I
really?
watched the Watch Mojo thing when I was
Fucking
like
Watch
nine,
Mojo.
nine,
Dumb bitches. Like,
But
yeah, like Fight Club too. Fight Club builds up to like a grandiose ending,
it does.
and then it delivers on it.
Yeah.
Or it's like something where it's like, oh shit, it surprises you.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
like Seven.
Yeah.
Anything or David Fincher movies, I guess.
I was gonna say, I talked about it before to you guys. You just gotta check out Dead or Alive, the Takashi Miike.
Oh,
yeah.
Like-
yeah. I'm looking forward to
like
watching that one too.
Does that one deliver?
I don't want. I just.
He can't
I
say that. He
can't
can't
say
say that.
anything about the fucking ending. Besides, you have to let it burn into your skull what happens. Okay.
Okay.
Like.
Is it a Yakuza movie?
Yeah, but
Okay.
that fucking ending, bro.
I still like Graveyard of Honor. I'd still consider watching it again.
Dead or Alive. We're gonna have to watch that.
And then I need to see
watch
Ichi.
Ichi the Killer.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
What's
What's the thing? Do the thing Quentin Tarantino says.
Oh yeah. Oh, like the
Subversion.
yeah. Oh yeah. Because what was he talking? He was actually talking about the Spawn Ranch scene. And because like I was listening to this podcast. It was like this. I think I told you guys this 3-hour interview with just or like conversation with him and Edgar Wright, and they were talking about like, or someone asked him a question about like what are some moments that you're actually really like a scene from your movie that you're really proud of because you delivered on what your vision was, and so he was talking about that scene, the Spawn Ranch scene, and how at that point in the movie it's about midway, right? Like, and like you don't know what's really going on, and he was basically describing the difference between terror and what's the word?
Like
Terror.
comedy?
No, terror and like fear.
Terror.
But like there's a difference because like
Oh, okay.
because like fear or whatever word he uses is like not knowing what's gonna happen. Oh, suspense. Suspense. Like,
Okay,
not
yeah.
knowing what's gonna happen, and then that eating you up inside. Oh fuck, what's gonna happen? What's gonna
Yeah.
happen? But terror is knowing exactly what's gonna fucking happen,
Yeah,
and like,
that's
oh
fair.
shit, what's gonna go happen? And that's basically what he explains. Because like we're halfway in the movie, and Cliff's going here, and Cliff's not the main character. Sure, he is important to the story and to the plot, but if he dies, like the movie's not over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, but we've gone far left in the movie. The movie's like fucking 2.5 hours long. That you care about him, right?
Yeah.
And so he can potentially die here, and he's talking about it. But he essentially what he says is, and what Elijah wants me to say here is, subversion on a massive level.
Subversion on a massive level.
I love the way Quentin Tarantino talks.
He actually pulled that quote from Toby Hooper, who
Texas Chainsaw.
yeah, because he says that that was the whole point of Texas Chainsaw is subversion on a massive
On
scale.
a massive scale.
But what was I gonna fucking say?
I want to talk about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre at some point.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
probably-
and
probably will,
and
but-
part 2. Have you guys seen part 2?
No.
No,
Part 2 is
that's
fucking crazy. Like I love part 2.
the guy from one of the guys from part 2's in House of a Thousand Corpses.
Oh really?
Yeah,
See, it's on my watch list, so I gotta check it out.
that'd be a good Halloween.
Yeah,
episode.
That'd be
yeah,
that'd be great
that'd
Halloween
be
one.
fun.
Yeah.
I want you to see House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've seen the pictures. It
So
looks crazy.
we'll wait till October.
Have
that
you
way.
seen any other Rob Zombie movies? Like
Yeah, so I've seen Devil's Rejects. House of a Thousand Corpses is my favorite. I've seen his Halloween reboot.
Oh yeah.
I like what he's trying to go for there, especially like in the first act of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween 2 has a cool fucking poster. And the first like 5 minutes of that movie are really cool. Like I love the first 15 minutes or so, like 5 to 15 minutes. And then it sucks. Like it sucks balls kinda.
Did you see Lords of Salem?
And then I saw that one within the past year. He did that after Halloween 2, I think.
I've heard mixed things.
It's
like some people really really like it, and some people think it's like dog shit.
I don't know. It's in between that. Like I don't really. I wouldn't say it's good, but also too like Rob Zombie's like a very self-aware person.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you ever get a chance, he does Joe Rogan. He does.
Yeah,
Joe
I
Rogan.
saw like a clip
Oh,
from
yeah,
it.
I've seen a few, yeah.
It's like one of my favorite like episodes. He did Lords of Salem. Then he did You know what? I've actually seen everything from him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've seen every one of his movies.
That's funny.
He's like a total like redneck kind of like
Oh,
his
yeah?
movies like people say it's just like redneck porn. Like House of a Thousand Corpses though, like I don't know, I really like it. There's some cool ideas behind it. Then he
Okay.
did Devil's Rejects. That's the one most people like. People are like so on Halloween. Everyone hates Halloween too. That's just like a fact. Lords of Salem, most people don't. It's like 50-50. 31's like just like a B movie. And then 3 from Hell, this like, I don't know, it's like got mixed reviews, but I didn't really care for it. So he's very like, you can tell he's like been influenced by like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because literally that's like every one of his movies. Yeah, he'd be an interesting guy to listen to like Quentin Tarantino talk with, because I feel like he's seen a lot of like horror movies.
Grindhouse.
Yeah. And then like Grindhouse, the Quentin Tarantino Robert. He directed a trailer for it.
Oh yeah, like Edgar Wright, Eli Roth, all sorts of people. Robbie.
Werewolf Woman of the SS or something. SS, yeah. So, fuck, I've seen all of his movies. That's interesting.
That's pretty cool.
He was gonna make a fucking movie on the Broad Street Bullies, which is like, I don't know if you guys watch hockey. No hockey. Okay. Basically, like the Broad Street Bullies were like goons for the Flyers, like in the 70s. And teams were just like afraid to play these guys.
Oh, that's really cool.
They were fucking like criminals. These were like degenerates, you know?
And
Have you ever seen?
That movie didn't get made?
He was never able to like get
really
funding.
cool.
It would have been crazy though. I would have loved to see what he does with it. Like
that
even
sounds
if it
awesome.
wasn't good, like, oh god. There's some like funny parts in Halloween 2 though. Like this isn't really a spoiler. I guess it's. Do you care if you have Halloween 2?
I don't care.
Okay.
Spoiler moment. Go.
He like Michael talks.
Really?
That is cringe, bro.
That's like
That's pretty cringe.
Yeah. He has him like not even like as a little kid. Like he's like a serial killer, and he like takes off his mask and talks.
Oh, that's
you see his
fucked
face
up.
too?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's such a poor decision.
It's bad. It's awful, dude. But the first watch the first 15 minutes.
okay.
First 15 minutes, good opening
For sure,
image,
for sure.
and then like a pretty cool kill scene. And then fucking who's one of the Octavia Spencer's in it?
Oh really?
In like the first 15 minutes, yeah. I don't know how the fuck he got her in it, but
All right, let's finish up
yeah, that
joint security area.
turned into a tangent.
All
We
right,
were talking about
ratings.
conclusions.
Ratings.
Do you have anything else to say? I like the scene where they're looking at like the girlfriends in the wallets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
And
scene,
then
yeah.
like they all look over and like it's like all 3 of them, but they frame the other guy's head to like fit in there. I don't know if you guys remember the shot. I just thought it looked cool.
I just like that part because like the last guy, he just shows them like some like K-pop star, but they don't know because they're from North Korea.
Oh, really?
That's why he walks over to the side. He's like, okay, I know what you're doing,
Oh shit! I didn't realize.
I didn't
that.
realize that either. That makes
That's
it a lot
actually
funnier.
really
funny, right?
It's fucking really funny.
The North Korean dudes are like, "Oh, this is your girlfriend."
yeah.
I like when he gives them like the
Oh,
choco pie, and he's like, "One day, I hope our republic can make choco
Pen-
taco."
Oh yeah. In the meantime, I'm gonna have to have this.
Yeah.
Oh, or I like the word he gives him the lighter. He's like, oh, it's meant for picking teeth, And,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Shit. I wish I picked up on more of like that.
Those
small details.
Like what's it called? What is that? It's almost like I forget the fucking word.
Just
Not
like
satire.
culture.
Like the culture shock, just type.
Culture
Yeah,
shock.
it's like a
it's
culture
like no, but it's
shock.
like they're fucking with them.
Yeah.
What's it called? Like sarcasm.
Yeah,
It was-
they just don't get it though.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty funny.
I really wish the movie was just about like the DMZ. None of this.
Yeah, that's what I was
fucking-
expecting. Yeah, I was expecting it to just be like I don't know, like paper bag, and like the way you describe paper bag,
Yeah.
but like with the DMZ.
Me too. Like, so I went in expecting it to be, just like the second act. They're at the whole thing, but then they present this whole framing narrative type of thing, and so yeah, I do think, oh, so this could be some like Korean Rashomon type of shit.
Yeah.
And then no, it's not that, and then okay, this is the movie I thought it was gonna be in the beginning,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
it changes it again, and so maybe I just had too much going on in here.
Maybe.
But at the same time, even if I just went in this clean, I still would have problems. So.
I
Right,
feel
right.
like if this was in like a writer's room or something, like people would have been saying like you might be like changing things too much.
Yeah, it almost feels like there was like creative differences behind the scenes a little bit.
with the script at least.
script, yeah.
There could have been because, like, I mean, I don't know. The studios were just giving money to everyone, but at the same time, Bong Joon-ho talks about this where he basically just got like the leftover funding from the big budget movie that the studio was funding, so they weren't even paying attention to him. But this was, you said, like the biggest film in Korea of the year, so the studio was probably watching this like crazy. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Studio interference tends to like lower the product.
They made a lot of money though.
I
guess,
feel like if
yeah.
they did the framing narrative, they should have just done Korean Rashomon.
It actually would have been pretty fun.
It would
Yeah,
have
it would have been.
I probably would have criticized it for being Korean Rashomon, but like what they ended up doing, I just wasn't as pleased with.
Yeah,
I
it's like
guess.
do one or the other.
Yeah, that's like I don't know if I'd watch it again honestly, or if I did, I'd watch just the second act. But I don't like that. I don't like just watching like one part of a movie really, not unless it's Halloween 2. But like, just watching like the second act of the movie, it's not really worth it for me. So, I'd give it like maybe a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd give it like a 6.8. So maybe
Alright.
yeah, like D plus. No, maybe a C minus.
It's not a bad movie.
Yeah, I like the middle part a lot.
It's pretty.
like, the emotional parts are really
Yeah.
good.
You know, I'd like to see him remake this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that would
that'd
be cool.
Yeah, I would like to see a remake of this.
Like
reboot.
he could get like some money for this and then do like, not make it Old Boy, but just like more flavorful, I guess.
Or like it's just the environment, the premise. It's like just
It's-
rich for like just
yes.
something set at the
Yeah,
border.
yeah,
Doesn't even have to
yes.
be a remake, but just another movie set at the North
Yeah.
Korean border.
That's
like,
all you needed to say really is like movie set at the North Korean borders. Like that sounds like
There's
a
so
really
much
awesome-
just
Yeah.
tension with that.
Exactly.
You know, you can go anywhere with it.
Are there any other North Korean border movies, or is this like one of the only
that's
ones?
all I know. Of.
There should definitely be another one because
I would like to see
good
him
idea.
do something more with this. What were we thinking, Anthony? I'm glad I saw it though.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Always good to see. I always think it's good to see like if you like a director, go through their filmography.
Yeah, check out some more Korean films. Start with Save the Green Planet. But you should also check out this guy's name's Lee Chang-dong. He made Burning. It came out in 2018.
Burning looks so good.
I really like that movie.
It looks really good.
It's long and it's pretty quiet and slow, but it's fucking awesome. I think so.
Oh,
But his movies are really cool. He made this movie called Oasis, and he
Ooh,
made
shit.
like he
Sounds cool.
his movies like compared to the rest of like the Korean New Wave, who feel very stylistic and like very like genre focused.
Yeah.
He's almost like the complete opposite, where he really is just focusing on like people, but like almost like the same way that like I don't know who to describe it, like as a comparison. I was gonna say the Safdie brothers, but that doesn't feel like because like stylistically they're completely different. But like the Safdie brothers, like to me their movies feel like people off the streets,
Yeah.
yeah.
and that's how his movies feel about just like
In
of
Korea.
Korean culture.
Interesting.
So, like Oasis is about like this like a thug who starts a relationship with a lady who has cerebral palsy.
Oh, nice.
And so
Sounds
it's like
fun.
it's a
cool.
strange movie, but it's really cool. And then he made this movie called Poetry, which I think is actually like really really good. But it's about this old lady who starts to write poetry, but then she develops Alzheimer's, so she can't really like remember
that
words.
sucks.
So like he makes like movies like that. But
That's a great idea.
yeah, so he's pretty cool. Sorry,
Lee
but
Chung-dung.
yeah, just look up Burning.
Chung.
and
Just
then
look up Burning.
and then you'll find him. And Burning's on Netflix too if you want to check it
Okay.
out. But
Alright.
I've heard a lot of good things about Burning.
yeah, Burning's really cool. But yeah, Korean cinema, I'm a big fan. But if I were to give this movie a rating, definitely on the lower, if not the low point of Park Chan-wook's filmography. But imagine your first feature being your low point. You can't go anywhere but
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So
He did.
kudos for that.
He went up.
Yeah, he did.
I'd give him a good 9 out of 14.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, so
I'm glad I watched all of them.
yeah, me too.
I
Yeah.
think Beau Travail was my least favorite, and I recommended that one.
You see, Joint Security Air was my least favorite.
And you yeah.
Yeah.
Was Bullet now?
Yeah, Bully is probably my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I would
the
do
ones I saw.
Bully j.s.a. than this, or Beau Travail.
Yeah, I agree.
Why is Beau Travail called Good Work?
Is that what
that's
is
what
that what
it's
it means?
translating.
Why
I
you
mean,
guys
they're
think?
because they're like training.
Yeah,
But is
that's
it
what I
good work?
assumed.
They're not doing anything.
I mean, yeah, but it's like they're disciplined.
They're disciplined.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
That's the theme she wanted us to take out of it.
Good work.
I think
Okay.
some things just sound better in French. You know?
Yeah, I know. I'm like, damn, this is a pretty cool title.
Yeah.
I wish Criterion really, I say it over and over, but they really made it seem like a gay movie. And, like, that's-
Elijah's really trying to watch a gay movie.
yeah, I know. It's like,
We need to
it
find
just-
another Peugeot.
yeah.
You should check out Party Monster. I haven't seen
Party
it since I was like
Monster?
5, but yeah, it's like with Macaulay Culkin. I think I told
Oh,
you guys
boy.
about it, but it's
Yeah, you did tell us.
yeah.
I think,
it seems like an interesting story or whatever. But yeah.
I'll just make Peugeot 2.
yeah, dude. Go back to South America.
Yeah.
Go back to Brazil. All right, so Next episode, we don't have to discuss what we want to choose.
Yeah.
So we're doing the Vincent Gallo episode next.
Yes.
Oh,
Episode
shit.
10.
Vincent Gallo.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
So
Yeah,
so Elijah tried looking for the third movie that he made.
Yeah, I
He
couldn't find it.
yeah,
I think he hasn't
yeah.
released it.
He doesn't want people to see it, I guess. It's
Yeah.
such
the
a cool
past
title.
the past like 3 movies haven't been released. I didn't realize that one of the movies he directed and wrote like in like 2009. Sylvester Stallone's son is the main character of the movie. He died
wow.
a few years ago.
His
but
son?
Yeah.
Oh.
I forget his name. But then Vincent Gallo's in the movie. It's about an agent, and Vincent Gallo is like the star of the agent.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But yeah, so we're gonna have to choose.
I'm
what-
really looking forward to rewatching Buffalo 66.
Oh boy. I
mean,
haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, Elijah, don't expect it to be good.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen any Ozu films?
I don't think so. I may have, but I just don't know.
I have Tokyo Story, but I haven't seen it.
Oh, I fucking love Ozu, but he's a big influence on Vincent Gallo. So
Oh, really?
You
No
guys might
shit.
want to do some like
I
prerequisite
might,
because like
yeah.
if you watch some Ozu shit and then you revisit Buffalo 66, like there's like clear like actual explicit references.
No shit.
his shit,
Okay.
so I'm like, oh,
might,
okay.
Might check that out.
Yeah.
Are there any
check out-
anyone specifically?
Yeah, definitely check out Tokyo Story.
Okay,
It's
okay.
actually like everyone says it, but it's like his masterpiece. But it's pretty cool.
I'll have to
They have,
watch
It's
that.
like voted #1 on like
A bunch of polls.
yeah, the best film ever made by I count it just because there's one where like all they asked a whole bunch of directors and it was like the consensus was that Tokyo Story
That's
was the
cool.
best.
That's cool.
But
I know there's some. They have late spring at UNLV.
yeah, in Tokyo Story it's actually part 3 of a trilogy, but like it's like you don't have to watch them to understand what's going on.
Thematic trilogy.
Yeah. But oh no, it's like an actual narrative trilogy.
Oh,
But
okay.
but yeah, no one ever talks about them. And cuz like it's really confusing cuz he made 4 movies. That's
Only
like
4 movies?
No.
Oh, okay.
Four movies that are like late autumn, early spring, late summer, some shit like that. And like 2 of them are before Tokyo Story. But then the other 2 are just movies with the similar titles, so it's a little bit frustrating, you know? At least for me to remember. But you should check out Tokyo Story and then check out Good Morning. And I like Good Morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
What a title.
I like that one just because
Good
it is
Morning.
also about
like
children.
Oh,
And
okay.
the greatest cinematic fart jokes of all time.
Not the Lighthouse? No.
those are that's a close second. But
That's cool though.
Yeah, Ozu's
Good
pretty
morning.
cool. Yeah, Good Morning.
All right. Do we want to do any other recommendations or?
So yeah, it's gonna. Like besides the Vincent.
Yeah.
I mean, no, we'll just keep it Vincent Gallo.
Vincent Gallo.
All Vincent Gallo.
So Brown Bunny.
Ron Bunny and Buffalo 66.
Just those 2, or do you want to do like one where
We
he's
could-
the star?
Oh,
Because there's like the Claire Denis one.
We could do 3 if you want. As long as they're easy to find.
Yeah, that's
Brown
the
Bunny-
only
can we
problem.
watch-
Yeah,
Brown Bunny.
how are we gonna find? Unless you find like a link.
I
to
don't
it.
care if I have to pay like a few bucks for it.
Let's
I've
see.
paid like $2 for joint security.
See, I couldn't find anywhere to rent Brown Bunny because I don't think it was on Amazon Prime.
It's not.
But
If it's
I
on
have to double
YouTube.
check. I don't remember exactly. I'll check on the
Buffalo 66, I feel like has potential. Brown Bunny looks like it's gonna be. Well, I know why it's famous.
But like that's like only like 10 minutes of the movie, right? Like the rest of it is just a regular movie.
So yeah, so apparently, he released an unfinished version.
Yeah, that's what I
Right,
saw.
and then he came back and he finished it, and apparently the finished version is actually like not that
God.
bad.
Look at his face.
Yeah,
Oh,
I seen
boy.
that one.
Oh, this isn't on YouTube.
Brown Bunny movie.
Brown Bunny movie. It does kind of sound like a porno title.
A little bit, yeah,
Let's see how much the DVD costs.
like a anal porn video or something.
Brown Bunny DVD. It's gonna be like $400. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, it's on Canopy. Trouble Every Day, the Claire Denis one.
Oh, okay. $43.71. Only one left in stock. Order soon.
Okay, and you
Yeah,
can't
no.
you can't get it off the website either.
It's used.
Yeah, it's sold out on the actual
Oh my
Vincent Gallo
God.
website.
What the fuck, Vincent Gallo? Why don't you want people to watch your fucking movies, dude? I like how you like make a movie and don't let people watch it. Did you read anything about Promises Written in Water? I can't even give the crew a script. How the hell
Oh,
do you
really?
get funding for this if you're like not even showing them what you're gonna be doing?
I think he funded like all the stuff himself.
Really?
I watched this one music video from like 2018. He's in it. He's just like dancing. It's kind of it's interesting.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 movies. DirecTV. DirecTV has the Brown Bunny. Oh, Daily Motion might.
Oh, yo, I'm checking it right now.
Does it?
It's loading.
It's loading. This fucker looks like he's on crack.
Do they have it? No, it's only 2 minutes long. Is it a trailer?
Is that the best part?
Well, it's like a trailer, but like in Japanese.
Oh, my ears.
I follow Buffalo66, like the hashtag on Instagram. A lot of Japanese people really like Buffalo 66.
Yeah,
isn't
it's
that
actually
wrong?
really famous. Or like they really like Vincent Gallo. Like,
yeah. I think it's really funny.
Does Apple have it? I doubt it. This is actually kind of hard to find.
Yeah, I didn't realize it would be this hard to find.
Yeah, because I was trying to find the Brown Bunny earlier, but I don't know.
Leave a comment.
I watched bits and pieces of the Snyder cut of Justice League, the
Oh.
4-hour one.
Is it good?
I mean, it's like it's the same movie. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
4 hours though.
yeah.
Oh, is it
it's
on
more
movie?
epic, but I don't know.
Brown Bunny. Yeah, he's making it hard to find.
No streaming options available. Dear fuck. How much of it did you watch?
Well, we had it on at the party yesterday, so I probably saw like in total maybe an hour of it here,
Oh, okay.
here and there.
Where?
No, there's no way they would have
This
it.
is a dilemma.
Yeah, dude, that fucking sucks.
Netflix.
Yeah, right.
I googled where can I watch the Brown Bunny. Platforms: Netflix, Disney Plus. Like what the fuck?
On Netflix, they like if you have the option, the one where you can actually rent the DVDs. You know, they mail them to you. Don't they have a larger selection?
Oh really?
I don't think they had the Brown Bunny, but I just
It
want
says
just want to
this.
know.
I don't know how accurate it is, but
I mean, it's
I want to see the Brown Bunny, and then I want to see it because I want to read the Roger Ebert.
Do you know like the big controversy with it?
I know, like, yeah, what happened was supposed to be legitimate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't want to spoil it for the.
No.
Moviephone.com.
We could always like pirate it.
How though?
Do you ever go on like
It's on HBO Max.
No fucking way. There's no fucking way.
No.
There's no way.
Oh, okay.
There's no way it's on HBO Max. That'd be so funny if it was.
Why is it titled the Brown Bunny?
It's a good
We're
question.
about to find out.
Hopefully we find out. Yeah.
Similar movies. Just look at the cover for this.
Have you heard of this movie called Ben and Arthur? I want to check it out.
I'm not sure.
It's like the gay version of The Room.
The gay version of The Room.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's a DVD that isn't too. I want to see it, but I don't. $43 want to see it.
Where are they selling it for $43?
Someone on Amazon, but it's used too. So it's literally like it just costs a lot because there isn't a lot.
Brown bunny.
Because Buffalo 66 is pretty easy to find.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's
That's
it's
not
on
gonna be an
Amazon, I
issue.
think.
Yeah.
That movie I feel has gotten like pretty popular within the last few years too.
It has.
It's like reemerged.
Yeah.
Dear God. These all cost like $40. Brown Bunny Premium Edition, $620. Look at this.
Shut the fuck up. $600?
Yes. For
That's
like
some bullshit.
this guy's an asshole. Why does this cost so fucking much? One of them's $30, but it's probably not region
One left
one.
in stock.
It is that the 4371
Yeah,
one.
that's so AIDS. A clean box with cover art also includes our personal guarantee to be an authentic and copyright protected release.
Is it region 1?
It should be.
I want to get a region free Blu-ray
Yeah,
player.
that'd be tight as fuck, dude.
I might. Yeah.
That'd be really cool. It should be region 1. There's no reason. I don't see why it wouldn't be.
Usually the first thing that pops up is region 1, so
Mhm.
I wanted to buy the mirror, but there aren't really any good copies of it. I hope like Criterion comes out with a copy of it.
I feel like at some point they're gonna have to just
they
do a
have
whole
to.
like edition of Tarkovsky.
yeah. Put them all in a box set.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Brown Bunny, it's so expensive because it's like gold. It's like rare.
Yeah. It's a collector's item, honestly.
You just
Well,
want
most
to.
of the copies too are signed by him, right?
Oh no way!
Really?
Yeah.
We could all chip in.
I could just get it right now, and you guys could just like send me something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just add it. I'll just buy it right now. I'll buy it on the stream.
$43.
Add it to cart. Yes. Brown Bunny.
How long does it ship?
It'll get here Friday.
Okay. $14.
Okay. Cool.
We're doing Vincent Gallo a favor.
Yeah.
Is this money
Oh.
going to Vincent Gallo or?
It's
Well, no, that's now here.
not anymore.
Yeah, now it's going to whoever's selling it.
Fuck you, Vincent Gallo.
Should we come to the podcast with the prerequisite of already checking out like his website, or should we do that on the podcast?
Oh.
Because the website's fucking.
Oh yeah, the website is fucking crazy.
I feel like
Elijah-
I feel like after I see Buffalo 66, I'm gonna want to check out the website.
You will.
Whatever you guys want to do.
I don't know what it is about Buffalo 66, but after watching it, you just like.
We can also go on the website during the
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah. Let's revisit it before, and then we'll
Yeah,
talk
we'll-
about our major, our favorite parts.
All right, I just ordered it.
Already
It'll get here
mine.
Friday.
Okay. Here, I think I have some cash on me.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Shing.
Okay, so
I
I think
usually
that's
don't.
I think that's it. So next episode is gonna be our first focused episode.
You want to do it every 10 episodes?
I think that's what I was thinking. Every 10 episodes, just do a focused episode on a specific filmmaker.
Here's 15.
Dope.
All right. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 13 on me.
Oh, nice. I just ran out of cash, so this is nice.
Go for it. I'll bring you
Yeah,
$2
boy.
next time. Not unless you want it in quarters. No.
I'll just wait.
I'll pass on that.
Yeah. All right, so that was Screen Tongue 9. Thank you guys for being on again.
Peace
Awesome.
out, film fans.
You have to do that every time now?
Yeah.
Every time, forever?
Yeah.
This is
It'll
backcountry.
I feel like every episode
This
I'm
is
gonna do something
this
different.
Is backcountry. Something different. Somebody, I don't know, blow a bubble, Elijah.
Damn. It's like dead.
Yeah, mine is like dead too. Yeah, I don't know. That's it. That's the episode. So if you can find a way to watch Brown Bunny, good luck. We'll talk about it and spoil it, so you don't have to watch it.
And
But watch
Buffalo
Buffalo 66. That's a fun watch.
All right.
And that's it. All right.
Thanks.
Thanks for watching.
This is backcountry.